that they got a lot going on. Maybe they're trying to buy a home, sell a home. They're stuck with a home. They don't know what to do. Send them to FloridaTalkRealEstate.com. Ross Camarinets, Brightway Insurance, Juneau Beach. Have a great weekend, my friend.
Thank you. You too, everybody.
Always nice to see you. Jimmy D, that's Jim DePola with the Keller Williams Innovations Florida Home Pros team. I hope you have a great weekend as well, my friend.
I'm hungry for seafood now.
Timothy's going to stick around and squeeze out a sports show with Greek and Joe. Great to have you with us, my friend. Of the Penthouse, and we'll be back next Saturday. Florida Talk Real Estate. We do it 2 hours every Saturday, infotainment style, and it's great to have you with us. Thank you, and we'll see you next Saturday. Florida Talk Real Estate right here on Real Radio.
Bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Hot and humid today with afternoon highs in the low 90s, though feeling like the triple digits. We'll see scattered showers and thunderstorms develop through the afternoon with the potential for heavy rainfall and frequent lightning. Partly cloudy, muggy again tonight with lows in the 70s Sunday morning.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey DQ fans, do you love cake batter? Well, cue the confetti because the new Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard Treat is here with cake batter flavor, confetti cookie dough pieces, and DQ signature sprinkles on every bite. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
Every day, you breathe in thousands of tiny little germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Doug, a verified Navage user who writes, I had difficulty for years breathing through my nose. After using Navage, my whole breathing has changed. My sinuses don't hurt, and no more stuffy nose. It's an amazing product. Unquote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
These are emails filling your employees' inboxes, downloads beaming from device to device, and any one of them could be a cyber attack. Is it possible to keep your small business safe? It is with Comcast Business Security Edge. It helps keep your connected devices protected, and you can monitor threat activity in real time. So this security threat is the last thing you need to worry about. With Comcast Business, advanced security isn't just possible, it's happening.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $39 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 7/23/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments. New 100 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Welcome to the good stuff. I'm Jacob Schick, a third-generation combat Marine.
And I'm his co-host and wife, Ashley Schick. We believe everyone has a story to tell, not only about the peaks, but the valleys they've been through to get them to where they are today. We're joined by some amazing guests who share the lessons they've learned that shaped who they are and what they're doing to pay it forward and give back.
Listen to the good stuff on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Welcome to the big show.
She take my money when I'm in need. Yes, it's a trifling friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger way over town that digs on me.
saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead. Cutie the bomb, met her at a beauty salon with a baby Louis Vuitton under her underarm. She said, I could tell you rock, I could tell by your charm. Far as girls, you got a flock, I could tell by your charm and your arm, but I'm looking for the one. Have you seen her? My psychic told me she'll have a like Serena, Trina, Gina for Lopez, 4 kids, and I gotta take all they bad to showbiz. Okay, get your kids, but then they got their friends. I pulled up in the Benz, they all got a bin. We all went to den, and then I had to pay. If you f***ing with this girl, then you better be paid. You know why? Take too much to touch her. From what I heard, she got a baby by Buster. My best friend said she used to f with Usher. I don't care what none of y'all say, I still love her. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down.
You're listening to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
It is The Locker Room on a Saturday. Thanks for listening to 92.1 and 101.7. You guys are going to be home on the Miami Dolphins. It is a Saturday, and all we're getting is the countdown to football. That's all I hear everywhere else. Baseball, getting ready for their All-Star game. Marlins lose a tough game last night in the 9th inning, but still the 4th best record in baseball. Tampa and Atlanta play. Is that a preview of the World Series? Yankees cannot hit. The Yankees couldn't score on the Vegas Strip. That's bad. The Mets have won 5 in a row. Oh, my God. What are they doing before the games? Watching their Kardashians? All of a sudden, they're winning? That team is a train wreck. It really is. And, of course, we'll talk about the MVP for the first part. All-Star game is Tuesday night. We got a Marlin representing, which is awesome. In the NBA, no news with Lillard and the Miami Heat. That could go on for a long time. We'll talk about his agent and what he's telling teams of, hey, he's not coming here and doesn't want to come here, a la John Elway and Peyton Manning from years ago with the draft. Lakers did get a great grade, and the Knicks in free agency. In the NFL, are the Jets going to have to do Hard Knocks? They don't want to do it, but the NFL might say you are going to be on Hard Knocks. No team yet for Hopkins, Cook, or Smith. And are the Browns really a contender? What? I am the Greek. Good morning, Jimmy.
Hello, and good morning.
And good morning, Joseph.
Good morning, gentlemen. Good to be here.
How you doing, Joe?
I'm good. I'm
Awesome.
good. I'm great, actually, especially after that last thing G just said. He knows. He's slowly going to concede. He realizes.
I told Jimmy.
He realizes.
It's called poking a bear.
Yep.
That's what that is.
Yep.
19 years he's been with me. 19 years in county.
I know how it works. How you doing, Greek?
I'm good, buddy.
Good.
Always good to see you. I did tell him, he'll tell you before the show, I go, let's watch an NFL Network, and a couple of those knuckleheads think the Browns are going to be good, too.
Oh, jeez Louise, look at that.
The key word in that sentence is knuckleheads.
Yes.
In case nobody else picked that up.
AKA anybody who disagrees with the Greek, apparently.
Well,
no, you can disagree with me all day long. I'm never always right, because if I was, I wouldn't be here. Believe me, I'd be in Monte Carlo on a nice little boat with 3 brunettes playing Twister.
Here's all I'm saying is just look at the roster, man. Because everything's on paper right now.
That's right.
The season is going to shake everything out, and everything's going to get figured out. There's going to be injuries. There's going to be locker room drama, all that nonsense.
Mm-hmm.
Everything pops up, and it's a gauntlet. The NFL season's basically broken up to 4 different seasons. Like
always
each
is.
month is its own season, all that stuff.
4 at a time.
On paper, they stack up with anybody, man. I'm telling you right now.
We'll see. We'll get into that later in the show.
I'm excited.
I don't want to ruin my Saturday.
Me neither.
Okay.
well, then we got to go home.
877-927-6969. That is the number to call. We'll talk about baseball, obviously. Football's on the table. Dolphins rookies report July 18th.
Oh, I can't wait.
So next Saturday is the 16th. That'll be 2 days away. And then the veterans report on the 25th. We'll talk about that, what's going on. The Wimbledon is going on. So many people over there, oh, my God, bet on that crazy amount of money. One of my buddies, 2 years ago, was telling me stories about that. On every corner, they have, bookmaking places.
Oh, wow. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, which is unbelievable. He said they're like, candy store stuff or little gas stations or whatever. He said on every corner, people are just betting, which is crazy. And tennis has had a lot of problems over the years.
Like pop-up ones?
No, he said they're
Like
there at the
kiosks?
corner.
Yeah.
Kiosks. No, he said they're there at the corner. Like everybody bets. Like it's just crazy. But tennis has had their problems with gambling. They've just really kept it very quiet, but not anything major, like the major tournaments, U.S. Open and all that stuff like that. But yeah, Dragic won against last night. He's going for his 24th victory, which is always good to see. Again, he's going to be playing against the kid number one in the world. Eventually, that's what it looks like because he keeps winning too. But Wimbledon is going on. Football is a couple of weeks away as far as rookies reporting to camp. People are excited. Now, the Jets do open up with the Browns August 3rd.
Game. Yes,
Yeah, so they have 4 games to be ready for, and that'll be pretty soon. So we'll see what happens with that. I did speak about Hard Knocks. Again, Jets don't want to do it. And this is the latest they've ever not announced the team.
Yeah.
Because, again, next week's the 15th. And if they're going to get over to do the Jets, they got to get there quick.
Look, not for nothing. It's definitely going to be the Jets. You have all that storyline. You can start the whole thing off in Canton, Hall of Fame weekend with this game. Darrelle Revis is getting inducted to the Hall of Fame. So is Joe Thomas, former Browns left tackle. So it's like that's why the Hall of Fame game is what it is.
Sure.
It's because not only are these 2 contenders, but they've got the 2 key names getting inducted in the Hall play for those teams.
Well, they do it every year. Whatever guys get put in, they always put the teams. That's why they do it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. They also said the Jets are not going to be too cooperative with Hard Knocks because there's a lot of access. Like they said last year, the Lions gave and different things. There's some things that they talk about that the team, it's an option. Like, do you want him in this or not?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So there are different access points that can be optional.
And they feel the Jets won't do that. So there is a lean also toward Washington. And we'll see what happens. I mean, it's going to be a totally different thing. Now, the Jets, I would watch. I mean, again, I like the Jets. I think they're a good team. I've always liked them even a little bit more than the Giants growing up. But again, it didn't matter to me. It was who I bet.
Yeah. No, for sure. I'll be honest with you. I hadn't heard that they're looking at the Commanders as well. Yeah. I would watch that. That's an intriguing team to me. You got the new ownership. You got Eric Bieniemy coming over from Kansas City. Yeah. I really like Washington's quarterback, Sam Howell. I think he's going to sneak up on people this year. That's a sneaky good roster, too.
Yeah, but there's no personality.
Jets are the bigger draw, though.
Of course.
Obviously, bigger market, and of course,
Rodgers.
Aaron.
Yeah, I mean, you got Rodgers before the practice. He'll be doing mushrooms.
Sauce Gardner on the other side. Like, that kid's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
That kid's a personality.
I mean, they definitely have
the Jets are definitely
and their head coach.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, in a snowstorm, you can pass for him.
No, for sure.
I mean, you got a clean shaven, you can pass for that guy. Go down there and hang out.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And then
I'll take that, man. He's a good-looking dude.
Yeah,
I'll take that all day.
Nice. And he's built.
Yeah.
So we'll take that. It is the locker room on a Saturday. We'll talk some baseball. What happened to the Marlins last night? They lost in the 9th inning. Mets won their 5th in a row. Yankees, embarrassment again, get shut out. Cole's on the mound today, their ace. So I would suggest you bet the under in that game. And we'll see what happens with that. We'll talk about Ohtani. Looks like the MVP for the first half, no doubt. Trout's out for the All-Star game, broke his wrist.
Yep.
Every year he gets hurt.
Yeah.
Every year, and it's a shame.
It is. He's so good.
He's so good. He doesn't get the credit out there. No. And the Braves and the Tampa Bay, is that a preview of the World Series? And I'm going to say it now. Jimmy, keep the audio. Nobody's beating the Braves. I just don't see it. I mean, unless they get it. They've had 167 home runs. Most ever by an all-star break for a team, unless somebody gets hurt.
Am I wrong? Are they on like a 24-3 run in their last 27 games or something? It's something wild.
Yeah, higher than that. Like I think they're 26-31 or something like that. Yeah,
really?
they just ripped it.
I can only see they're 9-1 in their last 10. That's as much as MLB standings shows. Yeah.
Yeah, and they won a tough game last night in Tampa.
Most wins, 59 right now so far.
And Tampa's 58.
58, yeah.
But the Marlins have the 4th best record in baseball. It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Marlins have 51.
That's awesome.
I mean, hats off to them because all the experts.
but because of Atlanta, they're still 9.5 back.
Oh,
yeah. That's honestly, isn't that just like the bad luck of divisions right there? Look at the AL Central.
Yeah.
Like the number 1 team's 500.
But you give them credit for winning 51 games. I mean, they got the 4th best record. I mean, and that payroll is peanuts.
Yeah.
It really is.
Can we just take a minute to acknowledge how great that organization is. They just reload and develop talent constantly.
Yeah,
they're like a farm system for all these other teams.
Yeah.
Everybody else pays their superstars, and they just keep cranking them out, man. You got to tip the cap.
This year, last year they had a terrible year, but this year they're doing good so far, and everything is going their way. And they're winning a lot of one-run games.
Yeah.
There's more people going to the games, which is nice to see when you watch those tendencies.
Well, people like a winner, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I mean,
That's it.
You
That's
hate
what
to say it, but
It's the truth.
it'll happen every time.
It is the Locker Room on a Saturday. We'll be back in a few minutes, get into baseball a little bit more. Eventually, we'll talk some hoops, some NFL, and UFC fight tonight. Go check it out at Monroe's. It's going to be a big party. We'll be back. Peace.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
For more information about contests on the station, visit realradio921.com/rules.
Get your tickets now
At AXS.com.
for our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
September 22nd and 23rd.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Having the time of your life is more rewarding than ever when you visit any MGM Rewards destination nationwide. Dine, stay, play, and earn on all of it. Details at MGMRewards.com. Subject to earning and redemption limitations applicable to certain purchases and in certain states.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Hot and humid today with afternoon highs in the low 90s, though feeling like the triple digits. We'll see scattered showers and thunderstorms develop through the afternoon with the potential for heavy rainfall and frequent lightning. Partly cloudy, muggy again tonight with lows in the 70s Sunday morning.
This report is sponsored by Dairy Queen. Hey DQ fans, do you love cake batter? Well, cue the confetti because the new Cake Batter Cookie Dough Blizzard Treat is here with cake batter flavor, confetti cookie dough pieces, and DQ signature sprinkles in every bite. Only at participating DQ locations. Happy tastes good.
What Would Greek Do is brought to you by Monroe's of Palm Beach.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine, and our team is a triple threat to big insurance companies.
Don't settle with the insurance companies for a fraction of what your case is worth. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
That's the Anajar and Levine difference. Get your free case review right now. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. Example 2022 Corolla LE, 36-month lease, 12K miles per year, 10,000 due at signing, includes new tag and first payment, no security deposit required, plus tax on approved credit.
It's a massive 2022 sell-off at Toyota of Hollywood. Truckloads of 2023 Toyotas are arriving daily. So now we're selling all remaining Toyotas at our absolute lowest prices. Like a pre-owned 2021 Camry SE, not $32,000, $23,775. A pre-owned 2021 Corolla LE, not $24,000, $16,775. Or lease a new 2022 Toyota from just $149 a month. $149 a month. Or buy with zero down. It's a massive 2022 sell-off at Toyota of Hollywood on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
Prices exclude tax tag registration and title. Offers include $8.99 dealer fee. Ends 1/15/23.
Wesley is a truck driver.
I drive a truck, and I love what I do.
A truck driver with IRS troubles.
They told me I owed them $43,000.
It got really bad.
Quite a few letters in the mail. They were talking about wage garnishment coming after my house, my car. Yeah, they don't play around. I seriously thought that I was going to lose everything.
One sleepless night, Wesley finally made a call to Optima Tax Relief at 2 a.m.
Kind of figured I'd get a machine, but I didn't. I actually got to talk to an actual person in the middle of the night.
He found just what he was looking for.
Oh, they were great people. You need a team of people that know what they're doing. Optima Tax. They know what they're doing.
Optima Tax Relief came through with flying colors.
I saved an incredible amount of money. Happy don't even come close. I was absolutely overjoyed.
Take Wesley's advice.
If you're in any kind of trouble with the IRS, call Optima Tax Relief. Don't trust anybody else.
Call Optima for a free consultation. Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Here
at the Almond Joy Factory where tropical vibes abound. We use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Help the planet with a tip from iHeartRadio Earth. Education doesn't just take place in the classroom. There are many ways children of all ages can learn about sustainability and the environment at home. Visit iHeartRadio.com/Earth for a list of resources, activity guides, and toolkits that are educational and fun for the whole family. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living, or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth. iHeartRadio Earth is here with little tips for a healthier planet. When dining out or shopping at the grocery store, ask for sustainable seafood. By choosing sustainable seafood, you can help reduce overfishing, bycatch, loss of top predators, illegal fishing, and other harmful environmental impacts. Brought to you by iHeartRadio Earth and the National Environmental Education Foundation. To find more tips for smarter, sustainable living, or to take action in your own community, go to iHeartRadio.com/Earth.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
These are emails filling your employees' inboxes, downloads beaming from device to device, and any one of them could be a cyber attack. Is it possible to keep your small business safe? It is with Comcast Business Security Edge. It helps keep your connected devices protected, and you can monitor threat activity in real time. So this security threat is the last thing you need to worry about. With Comcast Business, advanced security isn't just possible, it's happening.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $39 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 7/23/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments. New 100 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Welcome to The Good Stuff. I'm Jacob Schick, a third-generation combat Marine.
And I'm his co-host and wife, Ashley Schick. We believe everyone has a story to tell, not only about the peaks, but the valleys they've been through to get them to where they are today. We're joined by some amazing guests who share the lessons they've learned that shaped who they are and what they're doing to pay it forward and give back.
Listen to The Good Stuff on the iHeart.
Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station.
Drop!
You're listening to The Locker Room. Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You're back in The Locker Room on a Saturday. Thanks for listening to 92.1 Real Radio. Always, you guys are welcome to get involved. 877-927-6969. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And Joe is here.
What is going on, boys?
And last night, there was a debut of an NBA player, and he scored 9 points, 5 blocks, and he left the stadium with Britney Spears.
Oh, wow. Are they dating now?
Well, did you see what happened, though, with his handler? Yeah. Gave her like a little backhand when she came up on
I
him,
mean,
man.
I said it yesterday.
We were talking about it a couple. Was it Thursday? I think is when it happened, right? Because I thought we talked about it Thursday and then Friday, and then last night I saw the video.
Yeah,
the video finally got put out on Twitter.
Well, you said that yesterday. There's one out there we haven't got. I said the other day, and I was still surprised, and I am, just in my opinion, that she even knew who he was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was shocked. I mean, I want my friends even says, like, how the hell did she know who she was? I got guys. The other night we were at Strikes, and there was a guy who, I won't say he was. There was a guy who played in the NBA.
Yeah.
And he was pretty well known.
Yeah.
None of my friends knew who he was. So
Yeah.
I was surprised that Brittany knew, but like they said, maybe her boyfriend or whatever. But she went up to him, and then that whole thing happened. But she got cracked.
Yeah.
I mean, you see it. I don't think anything's going to come out of it.
No.
I don't think she wants to press charges.
Well, it's right in the middle. Like so people that were pro Brittany said, "Oh yeah, she got clobbered." Well, she didn't really get clobbered,
No.
but
It's like a little slap.
Yeah. But I don't think that the bodyguard was purposely trying to really whack, just like put his hand out, like no back, and then at the same time, it happened to be right.
Her glasses fell
right there. Yeah. So,
But again, I've said this, and this is something that people don't believe or don't realize. Bouncers or security guards are not allowed to touch you. They don't have a license to touch you at all. They can tell you just get back, and that's it. They hit you, you can get hit for assault.
Yeah.
I mean, you can. It's not going to go anywhere. I mean, she said too. She goes, I've been around for years. Everybody's in my life. We don't do that. And I'm sure she is, but I guess, just one of those situations. It was good for the restaurant, Catch. They got some free plugs. They got some pub. But last night, I mean, he played. He looked okay. He's a kid. I mean, he's got a lot to develop.
Thank you. And, that's like the biggest thing for me because there was a moment last night where he got kind of dunked on.
Yeah.
Like, not totally dunked on, but like he, went up to stop the guy. Like, it wasn't like a posterization, basically.
Okay.
But he got dunked on. And the internet blows it up.
Yeah.
And
Of
it's like all the haters like overrated and all this stuff. Like he's a kid, man.
Yeah.
He is a teenager.
Yeah.
The NBA is a man's league. He has a long way to go.
Yeah, he
And
had
that's-
5 blocks last night, 9 points.
Right?
What do you want?
He's gonna be like he's already this year. He's gonna be a solid player.
Yeah, social
He's go-
media
yeah.
sucks, and everybody who
worst.
bitches, they can't even put a ball in the ocean.
Thank you. Nothing
They
makes
can't.
me angrier, honestly, than like just like our society and all the haters and all the keyboard warriors that like to talk all that trash. Drives me insane. This kid's a teenager. He's gonna be so good.
Yeah.
This is like the this
Wish I
isn't
was
even,
his agent.
Yeah, right. This
Come
isn't
on.
even like the first chapter. This is like leading into the first chapter of his career.
This is the cover.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
it. His first game. He got more news with Brittany.
Yeah, he honestly he did.
But there was a lot of eyes on him last night. A lot of people were talking about it. Again, I go where I'm out, and I hear people talking about, hey, he's playing tonight because he didn't play the first game with the Spurs.
Yep.
And he ended up playing. Henderson played last night for Portland. But these guys are kids.
Yeah.
They go back to LeBron's first game when he played and everything else. But he's going to gain weight. I mean,
Yes.
he's got to gain weight.
He's got to.
Yeah,
He's
the
got
Greek
to.
Freak, when he came over here.
He's a kid.
Yeah. I mean,
He's a skinny, gangly kid.
No, now he's a
Look
house.
at him now. He's a friggin' Greek god. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, he's a house. So it takes time. I think the expectations are out there, and that's what people always go by. And there's a lot of hate, like I said, for no reason, but he's a kid. So last night was his first game. Miami and Lillard, no closer yet. Probably get something 2 seconds of text. He's with the Heat. But they're going to need a third team to get involved. They're not going to be able to get them by themselves. Lillard's agent is calling everybody up and says, hey, if you get him, he's not. If you trade for him, he don't want to be here.
Yeah, he's going to be an unhappy player. He's doing work, man.
Now, I don't know if that's collusion or not, where he's there and he's calling him up saying that.
Look,
he's definitely tampering something.
Yeah, he wants to go to Miami.
Yeah.
And he's strong-arming his way to Miami. And they'll make it work. I'm telling you right now, they'll make it work.
I am shocked that he's been in the league 11 years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No, not that. And he doesn't have a no-trade clause.
He doesn't. Really?
He doesn't have one. Last week you were talking about
Yeah, I thought he did.
He does not have. That's why it's a problem.
Wow.
I know he doesn't have one. Beal had one. That's why he went to where he went to Phoenix.
Yeah.
No, Lillard does not have one. So Portland's like, now Portland is saying, we'll even wait till the season starts.
Wow.
And, we're going to get the best we can and all this. And Lillard, and that's why his agent did that.
Yeah.
Like he's calling everybody up. If you're from Denver or the Knicks, or like, hey, man, you want him? He's not going to be happy.
Yeah.
But the thing with Lillard, he's been such a professional and such a class act that people are like, he's not going to do that. He just, that's where he wants to go. He wants to be in Miami for whatever reason. I don't blame him. Miami's beautiful. No state tax.
Yeah.
The whole thing. But, if the agent does
Great
that.
lure down.
I think if the agent's out there, I don't know if the NBA will get involved and say, hey, you can't do that because it's either tampering, collusion, or something where you're some that goes back to Eli and John Elway with the draft.
Yeah, but I don't think it's illegal for a player to have a preference and for the agent to use his leverage. If he's not going to play in Portland, he put in 11 great years in Portland. He signed multiple extensions. Like, I'm just saying.
He has no leverage right now because he doesn't. All he has is what you would think that somebody would do, like holding the door for you, be respectful of, hey, you know what? help me out. I was good for 11 years. Send me to Miami.
Yeah.
They're looking at like, look, we're getting the most we can. You're leaving us.
Yeah.
We got to think about our franchise and our team. I see both sides.
No, I get it too.
And you want to obviously help the guy, but at the end of the day, it's like when you're working at a job. When your time's up and they tell you to get out, they don't care.
Yeah.
They're like, bye. I mean, I also think on his end, he led them down a path a little bit long the last couple months when he kept saying, I don't want to be out of Portland. I don't want to be at Portland. And then it was coming out. He wanted to be traded, And then he meets and it goes, I want to be traded.
Yeah, but again, though, this is all reports that we're hearing.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily know what actually happened and what conversations took place and what, wasn't said, what was said, and, what the, back and forth was. I mean, this could go a million different directions. But when I say he has the leverage, is that he can basically, and he's doing it right now, if it's true that his agent is saying this, which there's no reason to believe that it's not, he can damage his own value. He can take down his own value by saying, you're going to get an unhappy player. Like the players have, look, he's got a guaranteed contract.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to be, that albatross of a deal is going to be sitting on somebody's cap, right?
Yeah, 2 years from now, he's making $61 million.
Right? So if you're Portland, yeah, I would love to just like get the best possible offer and just like have a total landfall with this deal.
Yeah.
But if my options are limited, and the best thing I can do is a 3-way deal to get him to Miami where he's going to be happy and we can get a third team in to throw some picks or whatever, you got to do it.
Oh, yeah, but they want the best. They're not going to – I think they're going to drag their feet a little. I really do.
Yeah.
It is the locker room. It is the Saturday. We'll continue this conversation with the Heaters. We'll talk some baseball, NFL, so much more going on in the locker room. Don't forget tonight, UFC Championship at Monroe's. Stop in there, beautiful ladies, and a big fight. We'll be back. Peace.
Because you shouldn't have to get up off the couch. Tell your smart device to play Real Radio 92.1 on iHeartRadio.
Hey, it's Rover. Real Radio wants to put $1,000 in your hand. We're giving you 13 shots a day to score $1,000.
Oh, yeah. Can't believe it. Woo!
Every weekday from 9:05 in the morning to 9:05 at night, we're giving you a keyword at 5 past the hour. Take that keyword and enter it at realradio921.com. Every keyword is worth $1,000.
Thank you. Thank you. That's awesome.
It's $1,000 in your hand. Good luck from Rover's Morning Glory and Real Radio.
The grand in your hand is brought to you by Tropical Auto Sales.
Hi, I'm Tommy.
And I'm Drew.
Tropical Auto Sales is over 40 years old.
And the reason Tropical has been around?
We offer amazing deals on cars and finance.
Yes, Tommy, and everyone is approved.
We also buy cars for cash.
So stop in for a coffee and visit Tropical Autos on North Lake Boulevard.
Tropical on the water.
This is Jared Carrabis. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
The Heat begin their 2023 Summer League session against the Celtics. MLS action today has Inter Miami taking on DC United. The Marlins continue their series versus the Phillies with Braxton Garrett on the mound. The Dolphins will hold training camp in less than 3 weeks. And a marquee battle in the Octagon will take place on Veterans Day as John Jones and Stipe Miocic meet for UFC 295 at New York's Madison Square Garden in November. I'm JD Haffren.
Baseball is back with me, Jared Carrabis, breaking down the sport of baseball and discussing my picks all season long. Download and listen to the newest episode from my show, Baseball is Dead with DraftKings, releasing in season every Monday and Thursday, available wherever you listen to podcasts.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
I'm Chris Walls, and I'm a truck driver from Missouri. For 13 hours a night, I sit in my truck and I drive. Out of boredom, I'll stop and eat. If I'm not doing fast food, I guarantee there's a bag of chips open on my dashboard. Along with that, I'm good for about 4 liters of soda a night. That was all until Andro 400. I started out 4 months ago weighing 341 pounds, and since taking Andro 400, I have dropped 45 pounds. I'm sleeping better. There's no cravings. My knee pain went away. I've had some lower back issues, and I've noticed that went away, and I can only contribute that to Andro 400. One thing that Andro 400 said on the radio ad says it attacks belly fat. Well, let me tell you, it did. I've lost 6 inches. This product really does work.
So guys, if you'd like to experience similar results, then get Andro 400, the safe, natural, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Palm Tran is safe, clean, and efficient. With 31 routes serving Palm Beach County, Palm Tran serves all major malls, medical centers, and beaches. Get dropped off directly at Lake Worth Beach. Pay your fare with our free app, the Paradise Pass. Get the Paradise Pass app and plan your trip by going to palmtran.org. That's palmtran.org. You can also call us during customer service hours at 561-841-4BUS. That's 561-841-4BUS. Palm Tran is the safe, clean, and efficient way to go.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. They have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer's skills in these matters.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Hayes the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. This Saturday night, UFC 290 live watch party at Monroe's, July 8th. Make sure you stop by, check out 2 amazing fights in one night. And of course, you got the same agenda that you always get 7 days a week at Monroe's. You get beautiful ladies, 5-star menu, and great music pumped in by the Summer Series famous DJs. It's Monroe's of Palm Beach. And this Saturday night, July 8th, it's a UFC 290 live watch party. Make sure you're at Monroe's. Peace.
Season 2 of the Alphabet Boys podcast takes you inside the secret investigations that federal agents never thought would see the light of day and asks this disturbing question: are America's top cops catching criminals or creating them?
So you do personal security all over the world. You're connected to all these different people, and you had somebody call you and say, can you get grenades and guns for this guy in Colombia?
Listen to Alphabet Boys Season 2 on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Millions of kids in America depend on the meals they get at school. When school's out for the summer, many of those meals disappear. Kids and teens can get free meals right in their neighborhoods, provided by local schools and community groups. To find the meal site for your children, just text the word food to 304.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room.
This is perfect.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Locker Room on a Saturday, 92 on Real Radio. Thanks for always listening. Don't forget, you're going to blink. It's going to be football season. We are the home of the Gators. Before you know it, we'll be talking college football. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Joe's in the house.
What's going on, gentlemen?
As far as free agency goes, Harden still doesn't have a home. He'll end up someplace. He's going to sign a trade sign and trade deal with Sixers. We'll see where he ends. I think out west. Might even end up back with the Lakers. Knicks get another Villanova star. They got 3 kids from that Villanova championship team. Yeah. And the Lakers did good in free agency. They did very well. So we'll see what happens there. For baseball, though, first MVP for the American League, Ohtani, without a doubt.
Yep.
Without a doubt. I mean, he really is. He just does it all. We'll see how he does the All-Star game. For National League, the Braves outfielder, he's great.
Acuna.
He's just unbelievable. Yeah, he was out. And it worked out well. I got this from my buddy Mike, and he was right. When the Braves didn't sign Freeman, everybody tossed their cookies.
Mm-hmm.
It was a better deal. They picked up Olsen, and they got a lot more money.
Yep.
So it worked out well for them. It really did. Like a lot of times when fans always see from their couch and bitching, why did they do this, did that? Sometimes these guys know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Even though Freeman's agent did screw him.
Yeah, I was going to say,
because he didn't tell him the deal that he had, and then he wouldn't even have went to the Dodgers, and who knows what would have happened.
Well, it's true. Everything happens for a reason, man.
Like I said, you can't fight destiny, but I got to tell you, Vincent and Strauss should both thank Hero for getting hurt.
Yeah. Oh, 200%.
Because if he doesn't get hurt, they don't play that much in the playoffs.
Yep.
And they might not get these deals.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen that over the years?
Yeah. Yep.
With every sport.
That's why guys don't want to be hurt. Because they get out, somebody comes in, and you're tapioca.
Mm-hmm. $98 million between the two of them.
Yeah.
Awesome. Honestly, good for them. Both undrafted. Good for them.
Yeah, God bless.
Awesome.
I'm happy for both those guys. But I'm saying, if Hero doesn't get hurt, they don't see the time they did. There's no way. So, and Hero is basically done. Miami's getting rid of him, and get rid of him with that Gilligan's hat that he wears on the sidelines. That's why they're trading him, because they're like, you don't dress well.
Really
dragging down the real estate, man.
Yeah, you get down. He just bought a beautiful house in Parkland.
Isn't it like the most expensive mansion in like Miami history or something? It's wild, right?
Well, it's in Parkland, so it's not Miami. But he bought a very expensive home, I think, in Parkland. That's what I read. Like $10 million. He's going to have to put that up for sale. But yeah, I think definitely he's on. And then all of a sudden he's not following the Heat anymore. So I guess his agent already heard from them, like, hey man, we're looking to put something together, and we'll see what happens. If Lillard comes to the Heat, it's great. They're talking about Messi jerseys are selling like hotcakes. I saw a couple the other day. It's so funny, to me, to see a soccer jersey is weird.
Oh yeah,
you don't see them. I mean, like soccer jerseys, like what the hell is that? Mm-hmm. When somebody has it on, you're like, look at it, and then I've seen like 3 or 4 in Boca.
Yeah,
and I'm like, wow.
But that's like the equivalent of like some European basketball league, like recruiting LeBron. That's basically like the level.
They said also that they were working on that deal for 3 years. 3 years, and they kept it quiet. Getting all the other teams, because all the other teams are help paying his salary. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It is great. That's a great deal, though.
But I'm sure it's not even keeping it quiet, because the idea of Messi coming to MLS, you're just that's stupid. That's not going to happen. You just kind of ignore it, you know? And then all of a sudden it happens. Oh, my God.
It's like me taking out Kim Kardashian tonight.
I
believe it.
I don't think there could be a better comparison.
It is an apt comparison.
There was a party last week. This kid Ruben had it at the Hamptons, and everybody was there. I mean, every ball player, every movie star.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody. Brady was there.
Of course.
Harden was there.
What time did you show up?
Oh, my God. If I was up there, I would have tried to go. Maybe park some cars. They said that Jay-Z had a watch on $5 million. You got to ask him what time it is. Jay, you know what time it is?
They're like, you got to watch on your phone, right, guy?
They were all there.
Why it's all about prestige.
Yeah, right.
They were all there. This kid Ruben, who had a memorabilia company and sold I don't know what he sold for $1 billion, and it was at his house. But man, you're gonna talk about some free agents.
Yeah,
they were all there. Yeah, I mean, you're gonna sign somebody. You had a whole basketball team there. It was crazy. But Brady was there right away. They started rumors that he may be with Kim K, and I thought he was gonna be throwing stuff off the balcony. Imagine the security they had at that place.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Yeah, don't go running up to any of them. Don't do more than smack you in the face.
Forget it. It was a white party. Everybody had white on, but man, I'm telling you, I can't even imagine, because you got to figure everybody's got their own security.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Big stars like that, it's probably they're rolling with their girl and 6 or 8 deep and their team, and we're bringing them in because they're not going there, by themselves.
No.
But yeah, I've never seen so many stars at one party.
Jay-Z's got a $5 million watch on. He's not going without security.
Yeah, really.
He probably walked in. They showed a video of him just driving a Jeep, pulled up and everything like that. And Brady was there. Harden was there. All of them were there. I mean, so many. Embiid was there for the Sixers. This kid definitely has some juice and has some friends. Those would be one of those parties, though, like you try to sneak in, and you're in there, and you're like, all right, I'm in. Yeah, I got it. Cool. You know what I mean? Right away, you grab a glass of champagne.
Yeah.
You start
Act like you belong.
Yeah.
Act like you belong.
That's right.
That's all you got to do.
Afternoon. No big deal. No big deal. Don't stare. Don't stare.
That's right. Just keep walking, bitch. And you got to bitch.
Yeah.
You got to be like, man, champagne's a little warm. You got anything else? You know what I mean? Man, small shrimp, really? And I'm just like, oh, man, he must be here. Yeah, I said the security there must have been unbelievable for the stars that he had. And I'm sure the paparazzi was there with their zoom lenses trying to get anything they could and figure it out. It is a locker room.
Oh, yeah, TMZ will be, it's all we'll be seeing for next week.
Oh, they're there,
all kinds of pictures from it.
TMZ's got a bigger army than us as a United States.
Sure.
Every time something happens, they got something. Something could happen like in Idaho. You know, in a small town. We got it. TMZ reports.
Yeah, right.
I mean, something happened.
Some idiot with his camera phone.
Oh, yeah, something like that. Well, they buy everything.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just, you got something, they're going to buy it. We got it. We'll buy it.
Plus their own guys.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I mean, they've got the ones that work directly for them. You see the videos of them, like some obscure airport in Iowa.
Yeah.
You know, that they, like, there's a connecting flight that these celebrities are trying to hide from.
Yeah.
And they come up to them and they're in sweatpants and baseball cap and sunglasses. You can barely recognize who it is, and they've got a microphone in their face. So, what happened with such and such and such a house?
And that's got to, like, I think that would piss you off if you went out to extremes to try to, like you said, hide, go to a different area. Yeah. And then you come off the plane and they're like, hey, so what happened last night with you and the wife? You're like, what? What?
Yeah.
Like,
I can't get away
That'd be
from
me
this.
every day. Get a job.
Like Kevin Costner going through that divorce, giving his wife $52,000 a month. And you go up to him and go, come on, Kevin. Can't knock out
Step
it
up.
Yeah, you can't give 60. Can't give 60. She's pissed, Joe. Don't worry
Yeah,
about
she
it.
is. 52 isn't enough.
Yeah, she said 52,000.
How am I supposed to live on that?
He
Gotta
offered
feed my
30.
kids.
Yeah.
And
That
she
is
said-
just the kids.
Yeah, that's a kid.
That was just child support.
Yeah, the 3 kids.
That makes sense.
52 dimes. She said she can't do it. She was like, I can't do it. This is crazy. How am I going to live like this? You know what Pop-Tarts are right now?
Yeah.
I got 3 teenagers. I got to get a driver.
Seen inflation.
Inflation. Imagine if you're their lawyer, though.
That's such a oh my God.
But if you're the lawyer on the other end and you're representing, you got to be like laughing a little bit at your desk when she's bitching to you and be like, all right, but I'm representing her, so I got to run with this.
Yeah.
All right, I hear you. 52 is not enough.
Make just as
52
much.
grand.
Yeah, but I'm saying you got to be like,
enough.
all right, 52 is not enough. Let me see what else I can get. All right, they call me back. They're at 55.5. What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's ballpark. What would be enough?
What would be enough? Yeah, we want you to be happy. That's what we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, they Brady was there showing up, and of course they said Brady was with Kim Kardashian. Dolphins sell out season tickets 2 years in a row. First time they've done that in a long time.
Deservedly so, man.
Yeah.
Deservedly so. All the smack I talk about the Brownies goes right to the Dolphins too. Loaded.
Oh yeah, they are
Loaded.
And they got Ramsey.
Yeah.
Nobody's even talking about that.
Because there's so many other superstars. Like, it's such a good team.
Ramsey's
top to
big.
bottom.
Ramsey's big, though. That was a
he is
great
big.
pickup. I mean,
Yeah.
they, with him and Howard.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. He's not even the best corner on the team. I think Howard's better than Ramsey at this point.
Yeah,
like
age-
Ramsey's good.
Yeah.
but he's not a kid anymore. He's on the downside.
Yeah, I think that they definitely have the best backfield in football, cornerbacks. No doubt about it.
Their corners are really good. Javon Holland is a really good safety.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's going to be like all pro caliber this year.
Oh, he's a stud.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. They've made big moves. I mean, but every conversation, every show, wherever you are, everybody says the same thing.
Tua.
Yeah, you could be in Boca at a luncheonette, or you could be in Miami at the arena, and people are saying the same thing. Is Tua going to stay healthy?
Yep.
And the big thing is they've taught him how to fall. I mean, like, when I hear that, that cracks me up.
I have
Like,
such a hard time with it.
yeah, you taught him how to fall. What the hell is that?
He and his judo instructor watching film on his sacks, learning how to fall.
Yeah.
I can't.
What they got to teach him is how to release the ball quicker. That's it. That's the nutshell.
Yeah.
I mean, you want to teach him karate and jiu-jitsu and all this other stuff. He falls.
Yes.
He holds the ball way
Yes.
too long.
And every time. Go ahead, Jimmy.
And maybe protect him.
Yeah.
So he doesn't get hit.
Well, they do protect him decently. They did, but he does hold the ball a lot.
If
And,
you
and,
look
know,
at the plays that he got hurt, he held on to the ball and he was waiting to make something happen, When he is on script, and he's just like he hits his last, he's incredible.
Short, he's good.
incredible. And all of the bitching I do about his lack of arm strength goes out the window when he's quick.
Yeah.
If he's just quick with the ball, quick with his reads, he's literally one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL.
Yep.
And it showed last year.
He's short, he's good.
Yes.
15 yards in, he's good. You start going 20 or above, he's not.
But as long as he gets it off quick, he throws a accurate deep ball to a degree. I mean, don't get me wrong. Tyreek Hill
short.
caught a lot of punts this year,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they're all short.
But if he's at least quick with his reads, man, it doesn't bite him in the you-know-what. But as soon as he goes off script and he starts running around like this galaxy brain whatever, that's when he gets into trouble. That's when he throws his interceptions, or when he takes the bad sacks and doesn't know how to fall.
Yeah, and if he gets hurt one more time, that's it.
No.
It's done. It's done for him, and it's done for the Dolphins. It's a shame going in with such high expectations.
Well, and he's already up against it because they signed him to his 5th-year deal, and this is his 4th year, so it's still the rookie contract. And then next year kicks in the 5th-year deal where it like bumps up to like probably like 28, 29 million.
Okay.
I don't know how you can pay him. Like, I'm talking like pay him, like extend him on a deal because it's largely going to be guaranteed like all quarterbacks are. You're going to have to commit at least $100 million plus. Now, I don't know how you do that if he doesn't stay healthy for 17 games this year.
Oh, he's not. He's not. I mean, he missed 5 last year. I would be shocked if he played all 17.
Yeah.
I mean, anytime you talk about great quarterbacks in the NFL, the one thing they are is durable.
Yes.
They play. And, you look like Josh Allen. You know what? All the time. Mahomes doesn't miss.
No.
I mean, these guys that have been there, you talked about the top quarterbacks in the NFL. Rodgers doesn't miss.
Well, you go back to the history of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, all the way back. I mean, the ones that played, the Roger Staubachs and Brett Favre. I mean, always played hurt.
And all those guys have gotten banged
Montana.
up.
Oh, yeah.
Mahomes has been banged up. Josh Allen's been banged up. So is Aaron Rodgers with the knees and stuff. Like, these guys, they get banged up and they play through it.
Well, I think the problem, too, is it's concussions.
Yeah.
So, A, it's a different level, and B, the NFL has more scrutiny on the concussion and the head injuries than it ever did.
Yeah.
So when you're getting that, it's not like, hey, I can go back in, shoot me up. It's like, hey, there's protocol. You can't play.
Even more
Especially
reason that you
now
can't
after-
pay him, Because, like, that's not like he's always got a nagging shoulder thing or his hip or this and that. That's like, he's not even allowed to practice right now.
Yeah, if he
even
gets
though
hurt,
he's able.
Yeah, if he gets hurt this year, they're not going to do it. Yeah. They won't. They're just, I mean, because, again, you only have so many years when you have a good roster that you can make a run. And with salary cap and injuries and age, it changes like that.
That was the whole reason that I was pushing that they would do something this year and why I thought Brady made so much sense. Because you didn't have to rush a decision on Tua, and you can have Brady and just not waste this championship-level roster on a guy that you can't trust. That was my whole argument. But
well, again, it's like anything. They're in love with him.
Yeah.
And they're not changing. Stephen Ross loves him. They go in after last year and they're like, hey, we're going to do this. We're going to find out. And that's it. They're going to stick with him. That's their horse. That's what they're running with. They don't care. I mean, sometimes you're penny wise, pound foolish because they start off, say, 6-2, and then all of a sudden he gets hurt. It's what happened last year.
Exactly.
And then everybody's going to be, I told you.
Yep.
And that's going to get annoying for them, too, as a franchise.
I told you so. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've said it. We've talked about it all the time. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like you're predicting something like, oh, my God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like me telling you a Kardashian is going to be banging an NBA player. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's not, I mean,
gonna happen.
it's not, I mean, you cannot fight destiny. I mean, I hope he stays healthy whole year. Obviously, I think everybody does, especially as a Dolphin fan. But the odds are he's not going to.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole thing,
He's
too.
never done it.
No, he's never done it.
Yeah.
And that's the problem with it. And he's not a big guy.
Came out of college hurt.
Yeah, that's right. He did. And he started fantastic in college, and that's what it was. I mean, he started so good. He played a very good career, a lot of records at Alabama, championship. But since the pros, he's been banged up. And like Jimmy said, his hip was banged up. That took him a long time to even heal properly. I think he's a good quarterback. Do I put him in the top 10? No, I do not. Sorry. I just don't. But, there's a lot of quarterbacks out there that are just okay. I mean, that's the thing with the NFL. You got maybe the first tier that's really good and awesome, first 5, whatever you want to break it down. And then after that, you got a lot of mediocre guys.
Yeah.
There was a guy that did ratings every year for the NFL, and he's well known. He put Murray like 32.
Yeah.
And Murray laughed. And I was saying to myself, like, Murray should be laughing to the bank.
Yeah.
That Arizona gave him
200%.
$200 million, and he hasn't won anything. I'd rather sign Bill Murray. I mean, you're killing me, right?
Yeah. No,
hats off to him that he got the money.
Yes.
I say anybody who gets the money, God bless, and I wish I was related to you.
200% good for him.
Yeah.
Honestly, good for you. But for you to laugh at that, like, I don't know, man. I mean, I would look in the mirror, and that chip on my shoulder would be the size of Rhode Island.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Well, he said, I'm going to show them, and good. Whatever motivation you got to do it to play.
We'll see.
Yeah, especially with that roster in Arizona. Look at that team. That team's aiming for the number 1 pick. Straight up.
Yeah, they're not.
And they got Murray for 1 more year, and then he's gone.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
Yep. He might end up down here. They'll do the same mistake again twice. I do like the Ravens as a long shot in the Super Bowl. They're 17-1. It's a team that I do think that they're going to make some noise. I think Lamar Jackson's got a couple receivers. I think he's got something to prove this year. Ravens always have a good defense.
Always.
And they're in a super tough division.
But another quarterback with a glass jaw.
Yeah. So he gets banged up.
That's the thing.
That's the thing. The September Ravens are probably the best team in football.
Yeah.
The December Ravens are a far cry.
No. Well, he's another one. He runs too much.
Yeah.
I mean, he
But
gets
that's
nicked
his
up.
game, though. That's his thing. That's his game. And like so many people keep talking like, oh, they got to do this at receiver. They got to do that. They got to protect him more. No. This is how Lamar plays. This is his style of play. He works the passing game off of his ability to run, and defenses can't do certain things in coverage because he can run. If you take the running aspect out of it, say he rolls his ankle and he's at like 75% mobility, Baltimore will struggle. Because he's not that type of passer.
No.
Like, God doesn't give you everything. There's a reason Peyton Manning couldn't run a 4.4. Because he was an absolute surgeon in the passing game. You can't do both.
Yeah, but I think when you look at Peyton and him, it's night and day. Peyton, again, he was so good that it didn't matter. But for Lamar, his passing is questionable, especially when he gets in the red zone.
But, I mean, that's the thing, though. Like, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because his running makes him the toughest guy in the NFL to defend still.
Makes
and
up for it.
it's like we focus so much on what guys can't do, but what he can do is still so dangerous.
No, I like
And
him.
it opens up the passing game.
Yeah. I'm saying odds-wise.
But
I'm not saying they're going to win. I just
of
at
course.
18-1.
I'm
to
not
me, it's worth
disagreeing
it.
with you.
It's
I
worth
think that's a loaded roster that can absolutely win the Super Bowl if they stay healthy.
Of course.
You know?
Well,
But
every
it's-
team.
Yeah.
I mean, the Chargers, every year they get hurt. If they, you know what? I'm shocked that coach is coming back after the debacle in the playoffs with the Jaguars.
They don't want to pay him to not coach.
Yeah,
They're cheap, man.
I know they're cheap. I wouldn't even let him fly back on the team. I'd be like, dude, stay in Jacksonville. You're not. That was a debacle winning that game at halftime, and they end up losing. But again, it is football. People are chomping at the bit for it. They miss it. They need it, and it'll be back before you know it. It is the Locker Room, and it is a Saturday. We'll come back, talk some more NFL, baseball, NBA, and so much more. We'll be back.
Welcome to the Cult Club. Exactly. Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lease a car, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Why do you change your car's air filter? Because when it's clogged, it doesn't work. The same is true of your nose, the body's air filter. It's great at trapping allergens, dust, and viruses, but unless you clean it regularly, they can stay trapped, making you miserable. I'm Martin Hogue, inventor of Navage, the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs. Here's a testimonial from a verified purchaser and a big Navage fan. Quote, I've been suffering for 30 years with chronic sinus infections and allergies. I stumbled across Navage. The suction is amazing. It cleared my sinus cavities better than anything I've tried before. Unquote. Navage has over 120,000 reviews with a 4.6-star average written by people who use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Wash your body's air filter with Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. SMART is protecting our community today and tomorrow.
It's the Marketer's Report. Today, Capital One's Chief Brand Officer, Mark Mentry, weighs in on building loyalty with customers.
Capital One has really worked to create amazing access moments for our customers. Anywhere from when we have a live event, there be customer events ahead of that. We will do sound check parties that only Capital One cardholders can get access to, and we can't pull that off without the relationship iHeart has with the artists, with venues to create these really exclusive events, festivals that iHeart puts on, gives Capital One the ability to create those moments. People are passionate about their favorite artists, and so we try to tap into that together.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company. iHeartMedia is your access company. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
Your home or business is a reflection of you. Now, if you're looking to take it from middling to sizzling, you need the help of your local CertaPro painters and the power of Pro. That's CertaPro's power of listening to your needs and delivering a customized project plan, and the power of doing the job right, on time, and within your budget. Contact CertaPro painters today at CertaPro.com.
Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
You know International Diamond Center is the best place to buy diamonds and fine jewelry. But did you also know IDC will buy from you? Diamonds, heirloom jewelry, estate jewelry, Swiss watches, coins.
Don't be afraid to come in and get a price on something that maybe it's an heirloom that you want to sell, or you're just checking to see the price.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire has a vast network of collectors and buyers around the world, so IDC can always find a market for your jewelry.
We always pay a very strong price to buy. There's a resale market that's there, and we pay top dollar for top merchandise. We have people all over the world that we sell to. So some collectors are going to pay way more than any consumer's going to pay. We'll give you the best possible price, no games played, and you'll get the check or the cash, whatever one you want.
Let IDC appraise what's in your jewelry box. You might get a pleasant surprise.
Sometimes they come in, they have no idea what's there, and then all of a sudden they walk out with a $28,000 check.
International Diamond Center. Online at shopidc.com.
Hi, my name's Tim Forehand. I'm a deputy sheriff. In my job, keeping me in shape is important. I've tried other products to get my weight down, but nothing has worked like Android 400. In just 3 months, I've dropped 51 pounds, down from 230 to 179. Plus, the weight's come off in the stomach area. I've gone from a snug 36-inch waist to a 32-inch waist, which I was in high school. I highly recommend the Android 400 to all my friends.
Guys, are you frustrated because no matter how hard you try, it seems impossible to lose stubborn belly fat? Then discover why thousands of men each month rely on Andro 400. Lose belly fat, gain energy and confidence, and feel great about yourself. Andro 400, the safe, effective, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
Are you tired of sweating in your own home? Then it's time to call Air Around the Clock. Air Around the Clock is the largest Rheem dealer in South Florida with 135 trucks on the road every day. If your wife is hot, call us at 888-FIX-MY-AC.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar Levine.
Wait, Greek just said he was out last night with an ex-NBA player? And yesterday on the Penthouse, he kept asking for restaurant suggestions because he had a hot date. Greek, are you dating an ex-NBA player? Wow, you finally did it, Greek. You finally found yourself a rich man. Good for you, buddy.
You're listening to The Locker Room.
Sounds great.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Always love the callbacks. AJ, you are right. I did have a date last night, and it was canceled and rescheduled for today. And then it got canceled again, and I was out. There was an NBA player. And you're right. I am looking for a rich guy. Jimmy's in the house.
Who isn't? Hello, good afternoon.
Joe's in the house.
What's going on, boys?
Yeah, Joe's not looking for a rich guy.
Yeah,
he already has one.
He already has one. Mega Millions was not hit last night, so that rose to $470 million.
Nice.
Can you live on that, Joe?
I don't know. I'd have to run the numbers.
You have to run that. If they said to you tomorrow,
you have to run the numbers.
You
That's
win
great.
the Mega Millions, but you got to live in Nebraska the rest of your life. Could you do it?
Yeah. Please, I'd go buy a Cornhuskers jersey tomorrow. I'm there.
I don't know. I would have to think about it.
You can live there, but travel constantly.
Can't travel. You got to live there every day.
Yeah, you just changed it.
That's right. It's my show.
There's a surprise. For $480 million, I'll buy a beach.
Yeah, right.
We'll make one.
Nebraska sucks. You know, I wouldn't live with $480 million. Cleveland.
Stevie Wonder saw that coming. Want to take a phone call?
Sure.
We got our buddy Eric checking in with us. Hey, Eric, welcome to the locker room.
What up, Eric?
Hey, guys.
Eric.
I was curious, what do you think the ceiling is on this this guy coming over from France, Wembanyama, or if I pronounced that incorrect?
Wembanyama.
The only person who says it correctly is Joe, and I think everybody's waiting to see. I mean, he's a kid. The big thing about him is his height, obviously 7'4". He played great where he was, a good outside shot. He blocks everything that comes near him. I think in a couple years he could be a stud, no doubt, a big player in the NBA.
So what makes him different, Eric, you would have to kind of break it up into a couple different comparisons. I think high end, you're looking at like a perimeter offensive style of like a Dirk Nowitzki maybe, like a guy who's a legit 7-footer. He can hit from outside. He can play inside if he needs to. But what makes him so unique is defensively, his defensive instincts are through the roof, especially with block shots.
He's also a great passer.
Yeah.
Dave's
honestly, he's a very good perimeter basketball player.
Yep.
He's a very smart player, too. But defensively, his ability to block shots on top of that offensive package is what people are going crazy about. Because if you got a 7'5" rim protector, that changes your team drastically. Like, that's a really tough player for opposing offenses to play around. Okay?
Last night he was bringing the ball up.
Yeah, no,
So,
he's a freak.
Yeah,
he's an absolute freak.
He's definitely a unicorn.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about it. His future is bright if he doesn't get hurt.
Yeah,
and I think he's with a great organization with the Spurs. Popovich is a fantastic coach.
Yeah,
and I would not be surprised if he was an all-star in a few years.
Yeah, no, same here. But as far as like ceiling and what we're looking at, I don't think potentially nothing we've ever seen. There's just nobody really like it. Like there's been your long, athletic guys that can play from the perimeter, but they don't have the interior defensive skills. So it's like he's a unicorn in the truest sense. He's very, very rare what he can do. It's just like G said, he's got to stay healthy, he's got to get stronger, and he's got to keep working on his game, man. The best players in any sport are the psychos that just work
constantly. 12 months a year.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for taking my call, guys.
Always, brother.
Always appreciate it.
Take care, Eric.
877-927-6969. It is the time of the year where everything's on the table. If you want to talk NBA, the Summer League is out in Vegas. Also, the NBA did announce that that's where their summer tournament's going to be in December, which will be crazy. That's good news if you're a girl of the night or a stripper. At least your holidays are going to be fantastic. Not that they're not around Vegas, but, man, you got the NBA there. Woo, that's awesome. Joe, I don't know if you saw the Spear that opened up in Las Vegas this week.
I did not.
It's awesome. You should check it out. Unbelievable thing that they just opened where the U2 is going to do the residence, but it's LID outside. And this week they got the NBA thing. It's a light show 24/7. Just unbelievable. It's amazing.
Say Sphere or
Sphere, yeah.
It's amazing what they could do with it.
It's the largest spherical
Oh, I did see
building
that.
It's
that's
unbelievable.
ever been erected in the U.S. or anywhere. I can't remember, but at least in the U.S. Right?
Yeah.
And the thing has got, I don't know how many hundreds of thousands of LED lights
Yeah.
on the outside and, of course, the inside as well. So they've got the stage in there, and it can be used for the sporting events. They're going to have concerts and
fights,
music. And
Yeah, I saw the opening when it said "Hello World" and it's got like it looks like it's on fire almost. Like that. That thing is that's pretty sweet.
It is
man.
badass.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's right across the street from the Wynn. I remember when they were building it, 5 years ago when I was there, 3 years ago when I was there, and seeing it, and it's going to be unbelievable. But what it could do, it adds to the Vegas Strip, obviously with all the lights and everything like that. But that is cool. I can only imagine being there at night, and I can only imagine like flying over that,
Flying in to Vegas at night and seeing that thing's got to be awesome.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Flying into Vegas is always cool at night because, again, you don't see anything. Then all of a sudden, you
everything's
see bang.
black, and this white dot appears, and then it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, and again, the Vegas Strip is small. It's only 4 or 5 miles. But yeah, this thing looks like unbelievable what it's going to be like. And just, I don't know what kind of venue is going to be for concerts and stuff, but on the outside, and I know this week they had the NBA thing because they're welcoming the NBA for the holidays. That's where the NBA is going to have their tournament in the middle of the holidays. It'll be very, very cool. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, and before you know it, there will be an NBA team out there, I would say within 3 to 5 years. And I think LeBron will have a piece of it. And I think he will be one of the owners. He's talked about that. He has aspirations to do that, and I feel he was. But Vegas is cool. It's always better when you win. Who's kidding who?
Better chance of a team moving there or expansion? I'm thinking team moving. Because expansion, you have to do multiple teams. Right?
You got to do 2.
Typically.
Yeah, you have to do 2. Either way.
Well, no, because isn't there 29 teams in the NBA right now?
30.
Is there 30?
Yeah, I think. You know what, Jimmy? I think expansion because I don't think then LeBron would be able to get involved because then he would have to buy one. And I don't know if the teams are going to be for sale.
Right.
They would change, obviously cities like they've done with Seattle and Oklahoma. Anything's possible. But I think they want to put a franchise out there because Vegas is Vegas, obviously. And they got football and then they got baseball. They got everything out. They got women's basketball. They got football.
Mm-hmm.
The hockey.
Matter of fact, they won a championship, didn't they?
Who?
The women's basketball, I believe.
Last year they might have.
Yeah,
Was
they
it
did.
them?
Yeah, yeah, they did. Yep, the Aces.
Right.
The hockey team, obviously, they won this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I do see an NBA franchise out there in the future. And like you said, good question, but I don't know the answer. It would
Well,
be
of
either
course
way.
not. I mean, it's just a speculative
Yeah.
type of a question, I mean, Joe, you could chime in too, because I mean, that's the thing that one of the things that you've mentioned in the past is, with the expansion teams, it has to usually be multiple, right? Because
True.
they want to keep it
Even.
an even number of teams now. And if a team does move there, I mean, that doesn't say the LeBron couldn't buy get into, a portion, and then at some point maybe he becomes a bigger owner in it.
If they want to sell to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. You got to be able to sell. But anything's possible. I mean, I can see an expansion, and then you got to put something in the East.
Who wouldn't want him getting involved? I mean, that's
You don't know. Some people might be like, he's awesome, and some people are like, I don't want to deal with him and his entourage and all that stuff, and he's going to want to run everything his way. But if they put one in Vegas, they got to put one in the East. And I don't know what city could support an NBA team right now. There are a lot up and down the coast. Carolina doesn't do great with Charlotte. They just don't. Washington is men's and men's. The Knicks and Nets do okay. Boston, I don't know. I mean, anything's possible. Maybe Connecticut. Who knows? They'll find somebody. Maine, yeah.
I mean, you think about it, Cincinnati does a good job of supporting sports teams. It's a pretty. You can always do Columbus. Columbus has the Blue Jackets.
There you
go.
Cincinnati had an NBA team. They lost it.
Yeah, the Royals way back when.
Yeah, with Oscar Robertson.
Mm-hmm.
They ended up losing them. They had him years ago. Buffalo had a team in the 70s, the Buffalo Braves.
Yeah.
And they were very good team. You had Bob McAdoo and everybody on that team. Ernie D. Very good team.
But going where the new Bill Stadium would be.
Yeah, you never know. Anything's possible. Anything's possible.
It's funny, too, because our market manager here, he had asked me one day, we were just chit-chatting, he goes, how come, Buffalo's spending all this, billions of dollars on a new stadium. Why don't they make a dome so that they can get a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I think they just like having that edge of playing in the cold.
No,
I really
for sure.
do. Mm-hmm.
Well, and that's
the
the
fans
thing, too.
love it.
And does Buffalo have the infrastructure to support like a Super Bowl weekend, basically? Because isn't that because Green Bay is that what is Green Bay getting? Green Bay is getting the NFL draft. And people are freaking out because they don't think they'll be able to support
the fans.
Yeah.
And the hotels.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Well,
that would be my main question.
I don't know
Buffalo.
if they do. I mean, especially Orchard Park. I mean, that's not a big one. That's not a commercial area. That's all residential type. And Buffalo's, I don't know, about 20 minutes away, ballparkish. But no, not a big city. I don't know. I don't know if they'd be able to support a Super Bowl.
I went to Jacksonville that Super Bowl. They had to get the cruise ships.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah,
they brought him in because they couldn't handle the people.
Well, and another thing too for the NBA is you got Jacksonville, you got Tampa in Florida, and I mean those would be destination places just like Orlando and Miami with the no state income taxes.
Oh no,
dude.
no. I mean, I think
like you could absolutely support 3 teams in South Florida or Florida.
I would put a top line on 5 years that there's an NBA team in Vegas. Yeah, I think so. And LeBron has said that he wants that.
Yeah.
That's what he wants to do. So I don't see them stopping him. You know, I think they're trying to help him, encourage it, and see what happens because they've had everything else there and it's worked. For 20 years, 30 years, they stayed away from Vegas.
Yeah.
But like everything else, the money's so big and it's so much that you just got to get on the train.
And the talent is so heavy right now that you could absolutely support 2 more teams.
Yeah.
Absolutely support 2 more teams.
Yeah, I think for the NBA, like I said, they're in a good direction right now. They're still never going to be what football is. They'll be ahead of ahead of baseball. The NFL is just a monster that you can't even come near in any capacity. Same thing with college football. And don't forget, the Super Bowl is out there. This year is going to be big. And they got the big race November 23rd. They already started putting the grandstands where the Bellagio fountain is.
Yeah.
They're putting those cement blocks in the water, and then they're going to build around it.
And not for nothing, like Vegas makes tons of money, yada, yada, yada. But, man, the pandemic hit them hard. Good for them.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly, bouncing back, getting all this stuff, good for them.
Oh, they got crushed with the pandemic.
Yeah.
They got crushed with 9/11.
Yep.
I mean, you know, things like that. Both times that city's taken huge hits over the last 20 years. And we talked to Teddy, and I remember my buddies who lived out there used to send me videos. The Strip looked like it was a movie set.
Really?
Nothing there. Jimmy, remember a couple of years ago? There was zip.
Oh, yeah.
12 o'clock in the afternoon, not a car.
We speculated at that time, and of course, you know, it was all speculation that city would almost not go under, but not recover because one of the biggest things was they were a big convention city, obviously.
Yeah.
And we thought, no way conventions are coming back. No way. And
I never thought there'd be fans.
Yeah.
I didn't think there'd be fans in stadiums again.
Yeah.
And the height of it watching. I just didn't see it.
Yeah.
I thought maybe like sprinkled, you know what I mean? Like half full, you know, next to somebody. And it's just amazing how things change.
You ever see some of these highlights now where they had those cardboard cutouts of the people in the stand to make it look like people were there? It's like, oh my God.
Yeah, the bubble when the Heat were playing the Lakers.
It was, dude. It was Bizarro World. I remember it was like a bad sci-fi movie, and I wanted to change the channel.
Of course.
This is lame. I'm over it.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy. People walking in anywhere and putting hands, you know, something over the counter or the door. And just everybody went through it. Just like you said, you see highlights like the NFL Network shows games, like you just said, Jimmy.
Right.
And all of a sudden you're watching it, you think for yourself, like, where the hell is everybody?
Yeah, what's that? Where is it?
But it's 2020. It's COVID.
Mm-hmm.
But if when you first see it, you're like, is that practice?
What?
How about sneezing in public? You get God bless yous now. Like a couple years ago, it was like a death stare.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you out?
We didn't think hugging would come back.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. You did not think that at all.
No, of course not. I mean, it's just the way it was.
No way. You didn't think everything that we do today that is normal, we never thought would come out. I mean, waiting in line 6 feet behind somebody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the gas thing, you put the thing on it because you were afraid to grab it. I mean, so much stuff that you would see that you just be like, you know, walking to places, nobody's there. I mean, you know, barren, and you're just like, what the hell is this? You're right. It was like a bad movie.
Nope.
Hope it never, ever comes back again. Ever.
Knock on wood.
Yeah. It is the
gracious.
locker room. It is the Saturday. We're talking NBA. We're talking baseball. We're talking NFL. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving.
Get your tickets now
at AXS.com
for our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas. September 22nd and 23rd.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
is a proud partner of the iHeartRadio Music Festival for the 7th year in a row, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Hot and humid today with afternoon highs in the low 90s, though feeling like the triple digits. We'll see scattered showers and thunderstorms develop through the afternoon with the potential for heavy rainfall and frequent lightning. Partly cloudy, muggy again tonight with lows in the 70s Sunday morning.
This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples Total Support Plans are your tech plans for the unplanned, with 24/7 PC protection against bugs, cracks, and hacks. Plans start as low as $199.99. Plus, now get up to $250 off select computers. In-store only offer ends July 29. See associate for details. Protect your tech at Staples.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach. Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Season 2 of the Alphabet Boys podcast takes you inside the secret investigations that federal agents never thought would see the light of day and asks this disturbing question: are America's top cops catching criminals or creating them?
So you do personal security all over the world. You're connected to all these different people, and you had somebody call you and say, can you get grenades and guns for this guy in Colombia?
Listen to Alphabet Boys Season 2 on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Is your hair thinning? Hairline receding? Do you want to regrow thick, natural, healthy hair? Look, we all have to deal with hair loss, especially as we age. But you don't have to sit back and let it happen. Listen to what Marcy did with the help of Harem's Botanical Hair Serum.
Well, I started using it about 4 or 5 months ago, and 2 or 3 months into it, I just kind of noticed one day I saw all of this extra hair growth around my widow's peak. That hair growth is probably about 5 inches, all in that area that used to have absolutely no hair at all. I don't think I'll ever stop using it.
If you want to regrow thick, natural, healthy hair, then order your Harem solution today. Harem contains 17 botanical actives proven safe and most effective in generating new hair growth and darkening gray hair. Return to the full, natural, and youthful hair color you want. For more information, go to greatlifenow.com. That's greatlifenow.com.
When couples come into International Diamond Center looking for engagement rings, they have lots of pictures from websites, from Pinterest, from designers they love, and 99% of the time, we have what they want.
The brands that we carry are the brands the consumer asks for, the girls ask for, your future bride asks for.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire explains how IDC is always on the cutting edge because we partner with the world's leading designers, names like Tacori, Verragio, Henry Dawsey, and dozens more.
Fashions come and go, but why do some brands stay forever? It's because they stay relevant.
IDC was chosen by these acclaimed designers, in most cases as the exclusive retail partner in the region.
We try to provide the best of the best at the most current merchandise in the market today.
International Diamond Center, giving you access to the most sought-after brands in the world with a 5-star shopping experience with no compromises.
We want people to feel comfortable, relax, educate them, give them high quality for the right price.
Store hours and more at shopidc.com.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
We're Enter Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. SMART is protecting our community, today and tomorrow.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Hazel Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. This Saturday night, UFC 290 live watch party at Monroe's, July 8th. Make sure you stop by, check out 2 amazing fights in one night. And of course, you got the same agenda that you always get 7 days a week at Monroe's. You get beautiful ladies, 5-star menu, and great music pumped in by the Summer Series famous DJs. It's Monroe's of Palm Beach. And this Saturday night, July 8th, it's the UFC 290 live watch party. Make sure you're at Monroe's. Peace.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
Welcome to the good stuff. I'm Jacob Schick, a third-generation combat Marine.
And I'm his co-host and wife, Ashley Schick. We believe everyone has a story to tell, not only about the peaks, but the valleys they've been through to get them to where they are today. We're joined by some amazing guests who share the lessons
listening to The Locker Room.
Damn right.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Locker Room on a Saturday. Thanks for always tuning into 92.1 Real Radio. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, and good afternoon.
And hello, Joe.
What's going on, boys?
And you talk about dumpster fire for a franchise that has turned it around last year and this year, expectations high. The Jaguars. 2 years ago, they were trained off the tracks. And all of a sudden now people are talking about them winning the division, rightfully so, after the season they had last year, and possibly making a little bit of a run in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, look, they took Kansas City to the wire
in
the playoffs this year, and Kansas City obviously went on to win the Super Bowl. So they can't be that far away. They're a young team. They're getting better. They didn't have a huge offseason, but they made a move last year to bring in Calvin Ridley, who they're getting this year.
Yeah, who was suspended last year.
Yeah, so that's going to boost the offense a little bit.
He's a stud.
He's a really good wide receiver.
Oh,
he's
Alabama
a really good
kid.
player. Yeah.
I mean, again, great hands, good moves. And again, a shame what happened to him. He lost his whole season, lost $11 million for gambling.
Yeah.
I thought it was a heavy penalty for what he did, but that's the rules. We'll talk about that in the next segment. But yeah, he's a big plus to get.
No, he's a huge plus, you know. And Travis Etienne was finally healthy last year and really came on towards the end of the year. Trevor Lawrence had made huge strides under Doug Peterson as opposed to Urban Meyer. And you're not wrong. The Urban Meyer regime was an abject disaster from start to finish.
Can't believe he was getting 11 or 12 million.
Yeah.
The Jaguar owner, I really got to think, what the hell is he drinking? NyQuil?
I mean,
12 million.
Yeah, but they also own a wrestling organization too. So it's like they're business people on top of football, and they're just trying to make it work.
All these guys that own the teams have multiple businesses and different things. But to me, to give him that kind of money when he never coached a game.
Of course, but he was at least still not just like a respected name, but like a good name and a good football name. Like what happened in Jacksonville is shocking. He was so highly thought of.
College.
I mean, I'm not disputing the fact that you never know how a college guy is going to translate to the NFL, whether it's a player or a coach.
There's only two that have done it. Jimmy Johnson and Carroll.
Yes.
That's it. The only two have done it. And I think also with him, he had a lot of issues with things off the field that hurt him.
Yeah.
It definitely did. I think he's a very good coach. College. He won at Bowling Green.
Yep.
I mean, he won everywhere he went. Two of the biggest
organizations, college campuses, Ohio State and Florida.
And Utah. He took Utah to it was not a playoff game, but they were in a
Sugar
BCS Bowl.
Yeah. Oh, no, he's a great coach, college-wise, but pros, it didn't translate.
Yeah, but that's
the way
thing.
he handled people.
I could have told you 3 years ago, they're going to hire Urban Meyer, and he's not going to be successful.
Mm-hmm.
And you would say, okay.
Yeah.
But you would still be shocked, as would I, as to how bad it was.
Oh, yeah, it was a fire. I mean, Spurrier was saying when he went there, he went with Washington, no success, but not as problems.
Yeah, not like embarrassing.
No, he had too many problems. I mean, handling the guys, the way he talked to them, the practices.
Oh, yeah, the stories that have come out are embarrassing.
Yeah, they are.
It's
for
wild.
Him. But you know what? He'll get another coaching gig. He definitely will.
He will. They put him back on TV.
I know. Fox put him back on.
What?
Yeah. They don't care.
No,
they don't care.
They really don't.
And then all the problems that he had in Florida, really, kind of got swept under the rug with all that Hernandez stuff.
I want to see that 30 for 30. Is the 2009 Florida Gators?
Yeah.
And just like with all those personalities and all those.
Well, the Hernandez thing, again, he had problems at Florida. But his huge problems and the issues with the shootings happened when he was with the Patriots.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, no, but like there was a ton of legal stuff swept under the rug at Florida. And what's so funny is in the middle of it is like Captain Bible Thumper Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
So it's like you've got all these guys and then Tebow in the middle. It's crazy.
But you can't make him account for everybody.
No, of course.
Yeah, I mean, he's just what he is. Like I said, it's a great team 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
I mean, they crushed it. Tebow had 2 championships his freshman year and junior year, but again, Hernandez. But Meyer was just
that's certainly a hindsight's 2020, right? I mean, because at the time you don't know what he's going to do. You don't realize what's going to happen.
No, for sure.
But they still swept quite a bit under the rug with him. And,
I think,
I think most people would have as well.
Yeah, and I think most big schools do.
Yeah,
just like corporations do. Yeah. I mean, they all do. It is the locker room. It is this Saturday. We're going to come back, talk about Florida. Are we getting gambling? What's happening? Hit me. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Letting you know what girls talk about when the boys are not around. It's Pillow Talk with Franny and Megan. Friday nights at 7 on Real Radio 92.1 and always available online at realradio921.com/Pillow Talk.
You still have time to visit Mattress Firm's July 4th sale before it ends Tuesday, July 11th. Shop today to get cooler sleep and save $500 on the new Tempur-Breeze mattress and get a $300 instant gift. Plus, take up to 50% off even more top brands with queen mattresses starting at $179.99.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
But do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Hurricane season is here. Millions of people live in hurricane evacuation zones in Florida. This means that if an evacuation needs to happen, a lot of people need to get on the road. But if you're halfway full, you're halfway there. Keeping your gas tank at least half full during hurricane season ensures you won't have to wait in long lines to get gas when it's time to go. And you don't have to travel hundreds of miles. A half a tank of gas can easily get you to a safe location that's tens of miles away. For more tips, visit halfwayfullhalfwaydare.com.
This message is sponsored by the Florida Division of Emergency Management, Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
I'm Ellie Anajar of Anajar & Levine. Injured in a car crash? Never rush to settle with insurance companies, and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anajar & Levine. Our experienced legal team will fight to win you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call me, Ellie Anajar, for a free consultation and take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Every day, you breathe in thousands of tiny little germs, allergens, and viruses. Don't let these invisible invaders make breathing through your nose impossible. Flush them out with Navage. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Doug, a verified Navage user who writes, I had difficulty for years breathing through my nose. After using Navage, my whole breathing has changed. My sinuses don't hurt and no more stuffy nose. It's an amazing product. Unquote. If you suffer from sinus congestion, allergies, or snoring, then Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Navage is at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life. If you're suffering and there's a safe, natural, easy-to-use solution to help make you feel better, wouldn't you at least want to try it? That's why millions of people use Navage Nasal Care to help relieve their symptoms of sinus congestion, allergies, snoring, and other nasal-related problems. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Candace, a verified Navage user who writes, This is the greatest invention ever made. I truly can't believe the difference and the relief it has made in my sinus problems. Thank you. Unquote. Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Carr, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
If your home or business just isn't giving you the joy it once did, it's time for a refresh. Contact your local CertaPro painters and put the power of pro to work for you. That's CertaPro's power of doing the job right, on time and on budget. The power of proven experts with the skills to refresh, rejuvenate, and reinvigorate your home or business. Get your project started today at CertaPro.com.
Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
Season 2 of the Alphabet Boys podcast takes you inside the secret investigations that federal agents never thought would see the light of day and asks this disturbing question: are America's top cops catching criminals or creating them?
So you do personal security all over the world. You're connected to all these different people, and you had somebody call you and say, can you get grenades and guns for this guy in Colombia?
Listen to Alphabet Boys Season 2 on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
Rover's Morning Glory.
It's The Woody Show.
It's Elliot in the morning.
All of the once-in-a-lifetime events.
iHeartRadio Music Festival.
All of the best free curated playlists.
It's everything that rocks.
All of the great podcasts for every interest.
This is Freddie Prinze Jr. from the Wrestling with Freddie podcast.
All of the mind-blowing contests.
$20,000.
Awesome. All of your favorite superstars.
This is Dave Grohl from the Foo Fighters.
Best of all, it doesn't cost a thing. Download the absolutely free iHeartRadio app now.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Greek baby, it's me, Cinnamon. Oh my God, last night was a dream and I never want to wake up from it. Jimmy, you should have been there. Greek rented out the whole Prime 112 and told the manager, me and my baby are smoking inside and we don't care. It was so bossy, you would have thought he was George Clooney or something. Have a good day, my little cannoli. Mwah.
You're listening to The Locker Room. Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Many people have said this next statement about me, but I'm going to say it about that individual. There's something wrong with him. There's something wrong with him. But we love him. We love all you guys listening to Real Radio all the time. Thank you so much.
That's a him?
Him or her.
I thought that was Cinnamon.
Might be. I don't judge. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Joseph.
What's going on, boys?
Ooh, it looks like it's a little cloudy out. High today at 96, so we should reach 92. And at some portion, it will rain because I had my car cleaned this morning at the Green Turtle. So you can guarantee that. Last week, some ruling on sports gambling in the state of Florida. Looks like it's on a better path than it was maybe 2 weeks ago. The casino, Seminole, can turn it on if they want, and we will see what happens.
Yeah, I honestly, you're going to have to walk me through this because I don't really know the logistics of how this all happens.
Well, it happens where it got turned over by another court, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's still there. We don't know if it's going to happen or not. 37 states, I think Jimmy said yesterday, have legalized sports betting. Am I correct, Jim?
I didn't.
Oh, I thought you mentioned that, or somebody told me. Yeah, yes, I thought it
That
was
sounds
good.
about right, though. Yeah.
So we'll see if we get it. I mean, the last time we had the app, even Jimmy, who's not a sports bettor, got involved.
Yeah, I had it. Had it on my phone. It's great.
See, it's just so many different things. Now, you got to remember, when you bet years ago, and obviously I have a history in this, you could bet the final score and the total. That's it, the game. I mean, today, like Jimmy was telling me things they had where you could change the line and bet the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so many different things.
Yeah.
The menu is so crazy, and the more there is to offer for the better, the odds are more you're going to lose.
Well, you know, and it was the thing about it too is it was very simple. It wasn't overcomplicated. It wasn't. I mean, they had different options, but it wasn't overbearing to where like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I mean, and you can't throw too much at me, especially with betting. I'm very new at it. I'm very, amateurish when it comes to it. So I thought the app was perfect. It was great. And it was going to bring in a lot of money.
And you're a great barometer for it because I think most things that are out there on the apps, even when I go for my car for service, and they give you got to download this and that, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And for you, not that you don't have knowledge with that, but with betting, you got through it like that.
Yeah.
And that says so much to me about what they're developing and what they have. I never had the app. I didn't get involved in it. Jimmy was showing it to me. Had everything from A to Z. But here's a guy who doesn't bet, but could go right through it. And I think those are the things, especially when it's on social media, that are successful. Because what happens all the time is if you're not comfortable with it or not aware, you walk away.
Yeah.
It's too much of a hassle.
Yeah.
I do it all the time. Even when I bring my car to Mercedes, it's too much of a hassle.
If it's too intimidating, it doesn't. And again, that goes back to the simplicity of it.
Yeah.
Even having those options, the simplicity of it was it didn't scare me away,
which is great.
And again, you could you do it at your own pace. If you can discipline yourself, that's obviously better. I mean, I would not make more than 2 bets every week.
Yeah.
That was the most. Now, we only had it for, 6 weeks, I think, and then it got shut down.
Now, Jimmy, there was a question from a couple people, and I know you noticed. You just put money in the account, correct?
Yeah, and it bills it to a credit card just like you would do any other type of account type thing.
So that's good.
And I think... and I don't want to say it, but there might have been a possibility that you could do like auto payments and things like that.
Out of your checking account?
If you wanted to, or, whatever account you signed up with. I mean, again, most people would probably use a credit card, and I believe that's what I did.
Well, it's like, because you do like, whether it's like the DraftKings or whatever, it's like you have your pool. Like you have you put the money in, and then that's the money that you can bet from, and you can do stuff with.
And you can add
like
more at any time you want. And that's what I did. I put $50 into the account, and then I made bets from there. I only made $5 bets. That's all I did. But the thing is, that's where my decimal point is. Now, if your decimal point is 500 or 5,000, or I'm sure there was a limit. At some point.
Everybody has
one. Their limit though. I'm sure they had one. I don't know what it was.
So I mean, based on your credit, whatever it is,
probably.
They'll let you put in whatever. Just like when you bet there.
Right.
And I would assume most people. I would assume this. Would take it out of their checking account because for 2 reasons. You don't want to pay interest on a card. if it's
Oh,
big money.
yeah.
Like if you're betting
Well,
2,000, 3,000.
That's just smart finance.
Yeah, of course.
There as
I mean,
well.
if you're betting, like you said, $50, $100, you say put on my card.
Yeah.
But if you're betting big money, you're not going to want to pay juice on it unless you got a credit card with zero interest.
Right.
But I think like Jimmy is a perfect example. Not that familiar with sports betting at all. Got through it in a breeze and was comfortable.
Yeah.
And I think that's what they do. Even in Vegas, my friends talk about it. It's very simple. And anytime you're bringing something new to it, you find it simple. There's a couple of things that I did. Not going to get into the companies, but I did find them to be a little challenging. And I was just like, don't want to deal with it. I mean,
Right.
it's just, last night I was parking my car in Boca. And in Boca, everywhere you go, there's meters.
Yeah.
And the car, and I didn't have any small change on me. And I had to put in my credit card, and it was a pain. Every credit card wouldn't take. They wouldn't take it. Wouldn't take it. It was 50 cents. You had to do it again, 50 cents.
Yep.
Dude, it was like,
It's annoying.
Yeah.
It's real annoying.
Like, you know what I mean? And I wanted to leave a note like, hey, machine's out. But then some kid valeted my car, he grabbed me, and I got a car. But I mean, if it's easy, you're going to keep doing
Well,
it.
that's the plan. They make it so complicated that you have to valet.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, right.
You're probably right. You're probably right.
The money grab.
You're right. You're probably right. It's probably from the restaurant. Yeah, because then we're going to charge your credit card 50 cents. I'm like, what do I get for that? They were like 4 minutes. I can't walk to the restaurant.
Wow.
I can't walk to the restaurant. I think it's $2 an
Well,
hour.
4 minutes can be quite a while in some circumstances.
Some circumstances. It definitely could. But yeah, I think you're going to get your average better. You're going to get the guy who never bet. I think you're also going to get the guys. I would still, to me at this level I'm at, I would still like to go to the casino.
Mm-hmm.
I would enjoy a game down there. Hard Rock built a sports book down there, which is beautiful at the Qatar.
Yeah.
I think you'll see it at other places too.
And that's the best part about it is it's both.
Yeah.
You can accommodate both. And I'm sure there's probably some statistics out there that'll prove that the average guy like me that didn't sports bet beforehand got involved in New York, New Jersey, and all the other states that did it.
Yeah, most people like to bet online. New Jersey, New York, it's over 80%.
Yeah, because it's easier. It's a convenience factor.
Yeah.
Like-
and like a couple of my other friends have said to me, I don't want to go to a casino because I bet other things.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm betting home on my couch, I'm betting the game and I'm done. If I go in there, then I see a slot machine, I might. Jimmy?
And you were right. 37 states and Washington, D.C., up from 32 in 2021 have sports gaming.
Nice.
The three biggest states in the country don't have it. California, Texas, and Florida.
It's crazy.
When those three get it, you're going to see numbers that will blow your mind.
What blows my mind is why anybody's not doing it. Like, I don't know if you can look it up, but I guarantee none of those 37 states are losing money on it.
No.
You know what I mean?
No.
Like, you're making money hand over fist. It's
No,
ridiculous.
people vote on it.
It goes,
Yeah.
Well, again,
Political.
down here it was different for us, right? Because
That's
we thought we were voting for it. We were actually voting against it.
Okay.
But come to find out, the deal that was made, and this is where it got overturned, was it. What they ended up doing is because the deal was made with the tribe, it wasn't a new thing.
Yep.
And I think that's the loophole that they were able to, this higher court that ended up hearing the case recently that might make it so that it can happen again. That's sort of how I took it when I read the article, was the fact that it wasn't something new. What we voted on is they couldn't have any new sports or new gambling in the state that didn't involve the tribe.
Okay.
This involves the tribe, and it already existed.
Okay.
And it's going to be on their servers.
And everything works off the servers that are on tribal land.
Yep.
Then it counts as being, with the tribe, right?
Yep.
And then the tribe said, okay, and we'll allow, what are they called again when it's like the DraftKings? There's a name for it. Anyway, they can dabble into it like the DraftKings. They can come in, but I think 40% of their earnings have to go to the tribe.
Yeah, the only with this new law though, like DraftKings and FanDuel will not be allowed in Florida. It will only be the.
I thought they were, but like 40% of their earnings had to go to the tribe.
From what I know, they will not. Only the tracks will be allowed.
Okay,
like Kennel Club, Gulfstream.
Okay.
Tampa.
Okay.
Witters Racing. And again, I could be wrong, but that's what I've been told.
Right.
But the outside ones, like Colorado just got sports betting. And there's like 50 sports, because there's tons of sports books.
Right.
I mean, there's a ton if you look them up online.
Yeah.
And they're all in there. Every single one. You can bet this one, that one, whatever it is. And what people do is they shop it, because a lot of them have like, like just when you bet like the Kentucky Derby, and you can go on there and they'll give you a free play or $200
Oh,
free.
right.
And they'll go from
sure.
play to place. But from what I read, the FanDuel and them cannot be involved in this, and I could be mistaken. But it would be at Gulfstream and Kennel Club, Tampa, but they would give a large piece or percentage to the Seminoles.
To the tribe, right?
Yeah, but I think it'll change everything to everything down here. The NFL's had some problems with a bunch of guys, and I think you continue to see guys having problems with this. The NFL, again, they said they're talking to the rookies. They're going to have seminars and everything like that, but there's going to be some cracks in it. We had the coach of Alabama baseball. He had a problem. He got suspended. He got fired, obviously. But there are people who get involved with it, and they're going to be tempted by it, and you're going to see situations. But I think for the most part, I think Florida will get it. I don't know if we'll get it before this football season, but I think within 5 years you'll go to the Dolphin Stadium and you'll be able to bet on it. Yep. There's a lot of stadiums now that they have it. They have the kiosks there. I know they have it in Cincinnati where the Reds play. I know where the Eagles play and the Sixers and the Flyers. They got something right outside. And again, people want to do it and consume it.
Yeah.
And I've always said on Thursday night when BYU plays San Diego State and he gets a great share, it's not because everybody's grandfather went there. Yeah. It's because everybody's betting on the game. Yep. And a lot of time people were like, no, that's not true. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
I mean, that's what it's about. It's about the cash and it's about gambling. Look at our lottery lines. I mean, when you see something like that, you got to remember all things that were illegal, a lot of big things, eventually they make legal because the money's so big.
Yep.
Like the numbers. The numbers were never by the state years ago. Never. They took over because the money's so big. Same thing with sports betting, casinos. I mean, all that stuff was under the table. I mean, everything. So eventually they're just like, all right, the pie's too big. We're going to take a piece.
Yeah.
We're going to make our own apple pie. But I'm excited. I hope it happens. Definitely help for jobs. Obviously, it'll help our industry. And I hope it does happen. If you have an opinion on it or thought on it, call us 877-927-6969. And I think, people will definitely get involved in it. More online, than anything else because people we like the convenience, of saying it. And like Jimmy said, Jimmy is one that has willpower, which I think you need tremendously. And it's tough. It's tough because your mindset is I can't keep losing, but you can.
You can.
You can.
Oh, yes,
well,
you can.
I assume it'll be a lot, right? Just anytime I ever did any type of gambling, going to a casino, just hitting the slots, I got $20. I know I'm going to walk away without that $20.
And I'm paying for fun.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm going to enjoy it.
Yep. It's an entertainment value, and that's what I got from it.
That's great.
And I won a couple of games, and I lost a couple of games. And I also learned some lessons too. Don't let somebody talk you out of a bet.
Yep.
Right, because there was a Cardinals game that I sort of listened and talked myself out of it because of what I listened to. So there's always that, but again, it's an entertainment factor as well. And to me, it was worth every. And the nice thing is too, when they shut it down, they did send out a legal notice saying that we're holding on to the money that you already put in because I still had $30 or whatever it was. It's something like that, right? And that money will be available when it starts.
That's
back
cool.
up. So
that is cool.
That is cool. I bet you people with a lot of money bitch.
Oh, yeah.
I want my cash.
Oh, yeah.
They were probably like, what are you talking about?
I don't remember if there was an option to get it out or not. I think there was.
I bet there
probably had to go down to them, though.
I would think there would be because, again, at that time, they had no knowledge that it would ever come back.
Right.
So say you had 10 grand in there,
right?
Yeah.
Or 20 grand, you're going to want it.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be like, I don't know if it's going to come back or not.
Yeah,
sure.
I'd go down there for that.
Like we talked about Ultra. Remember when they held the money for the tickets with the concert?
Right.
And they were holding it for next year. They were saying, well, you got it for next year and everything.
Oh, when they were postponing the event during COVID. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would want my money back. I'd be like, I'm not going to let you hold my money. I'll blow it on my own. That's what I do. At the end of the day, you know what? It's always better to be lucky than good in anything in gambling. And it's a lot of times, it's just luck. Jimmy, who do we got?
We got our buddy Riggs checking in with us. Hey, Riggs, welcome to the locker room.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call.
Hey, Riggs, what's up, buddy?
Riggs?
Hey, I heard Boca is getting an NBA team.
Oh, really?
They're calling them the Boca Greeks.
Did you write that? Or did you just come up with that?
Now,
was that a thought process?
Shoot from the hip.
Riggs, are you and AJ on the same path? I've got this email right now. I think an expansion team would do well in Boca. Sure, it's pretty close to Miami, but hear me out. We'll call them the Boca Greeks. The color will be gold and silver. All the court markings will be gold inlay. The logo will be Greek's face with dollar signs over his eyes. You can only arrive to the stadium in BMW, Mercedes, or Bentleys. No domestic vehicles allowed. The concession stand will have pretzels and hot dogs with light mustard, of course, called the Greek Special. All the cheerleaders will be from Monroe's. The arena will be called Greek Tito Arena. Are you and AJ on the same path? Because I just read his email.
The Boca Greeks are going to be trending in about 10 minutes.
The Boca Greeks, baby.
I'm going to Boca.
And all the parking meters will take Greek coins.
That's it.
Yep.
Just like we had Monroe dollars years ago. What's going on, Riggs?
Not much. Driving back, we're out of town for the long weekend. We went to Chattanooga.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful this time of year.
What are you salting over there, buddy?
Chattanooga, you smell that with one seat? What the hell did you do in Chattanooga? Was that by a judge, or is that your decision?
Yeah, I had to make a court appearance. Yeah, no. Chattanooga was beautiful. It was at the base of a mountain, Mount Lookout. So we did a bunch of exploring. They had a really nice aquarium,
You bring the kids?
Yeah.
All right, that's nice then.
With a college roommate, and we all have the next generation ready, and so the kids met and played with each other. It was nice.
That's nice. You bring your wife too?
Yeah, the whole family.
I did bring my wife. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if he just went with his roommate and his kids. Maybe
I got
you know what I mean? Because he said the roommate came. Oh, that sounds like a great trip. Next year, put me down not to come. I got my passport coming, Riggs, so that Greece trip, you never know.
He said yesterday you got it.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's coming. I got they said 4 weeks. I asked for the extra or whatever it is you got to pay extra, and I got an email that they said I would get it in 4 weeks.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you might be up for that Greek.
You did order the passport?
Yeah, I got everything. I got all my paperwork, everything. It was a pain in the ass, but I paid off enough people.
Did you take a new picture, or did you use the one from 10 years ago?
I took a new one.
Oh, yeah? Good.
What's the difference? I look good either way.
Yeah.
I was kidding. It's like a bottle of DP. It doesn't age. You just got back from Chattanooga and you're asking me stuff?
Yeah, really. What's wrong with you, Riggs?
You smelling that with one C? What'd you go see? The Chattanooga Chipmunks? What the hell's going on out there? There had to be a hot girl out there.
Believe it or not. Yeah, but Chattanooga, believe it or not, I know it doesn't sound like a fancy place and all that.
Don't listen to him. Chattanooga's beautiful.
Stop kissing his ass.
I'm not kissing. Come on. I can't stand here while Jersey guy is knocking every other place in the country. I don't want to hear it.
I told Jersey, I gave Jersey the Heisman 20 years ago. You ever see me going back? Unless it's for cash or a piece of ass, I ain't getting on the plane.
Or your mom.
Or my mom. That's right, Jimmy. Thank you. So, Riggs, doesn't Cincinnati, where you're at, you have sports betting already, right?
Yeah.
Do you ever partake in it?
I don't do sports betting, and I have a fundamental issue with it on that front, because all the people who are arguing about being the gatekeepers of America's morality now are legalizing it because of the money factor, like you're saying, and if you're saying no for a long time, you lose a lot of the credibility when you change your mind because the economics make sense.
Of course you do, but there's nobody cares.
Yeah.
It's all about the money.
Yeah, who cares about morals?
Yeah, are you kidding me?
You listening to this show. Morals?
We've been whores for years. And we're not going to change.
What the hell are morals?
You got a line, we'll do your show in your backyard. Of course they're going to say no. But they try to camouflage it and say, oh, it's not really about the money. I said this to a guy the other night. It was a situation. I looked at him at dinner, and he got so mad at me. I go, if it's not about the money, why don't you do it for free? I said, my bishop to your rook. It's not about the money. Then do it for free, big shot. He goes, Greek, you kill me. Of course it's about the money. Anything worth doing is worth doing for money. Greek 101. I mean, they just want to put a nice spin on, like the PGA, the commissioner. Oh, I found out new information. No, you just gave me your account number. I mean, that's what it's about. Same thing with the NFL with gambling. Yeah. It gets so big that it's almost looked upon like we have to take this. We have to.
Yeah. And at least it's regulated, and you're not doing anything illegal. I don't know. I mean, people are going to do it regardless. You might as well. boost the economy a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but when I hear that, it's just another form of addiction. So you're basically streamlining addiction.
Hey, can't solve the world's problems, bro.
Yeah, that's not what we're here for.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but honestly, Riggs, with taking that line of thought, like you can't go out and eat at a restaurant because they're pushing booze and drunk driving, and that's an addiction. It's
about
that's Riggs' point.
It's a society of sinners.
Yeah.
It's that's what makes money.
Yeah, they're legalizing marijuana all over the place.
Fair.
I mean, again, if you want a society like that, then you got to stop everything. I mean, really. I mean, with liquor, you got to go.
I'm not advocating for it, but don't be two-faced about it. Not you, but in general.
Yeah, no,
because everybody is two-faced. You know that.
A more liberal society, anyway. Yeah.
My dad told me many things, Riggs, and I've said this. Jimmy will tell you, Joe will tell you too. 99 reasons why you shouldn't do something, but 100 reasons why they should. I go out to dinner. I go, I'm going to New York Prime tonight. My buddy will go, I don't know about that. You want to come? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I mean, that's society. That's what it's like.
Yeah.
I mean, say you're going to Vegas tonight and you want to take a couple of your friends. Oh, you're going to Vegas? You want to come? On me? Oh, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
We'll have a good time.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I mean, I get what you're saying, and I understand that part of it. But I've said this for years. It happens either way. I mean, the gambling's going to happen. The drinking's going to happen. The drugs are going to happen. And I think the government finally just looked at it and said, hey, you know what? We need money. We might as well make it.
Yeah.
Do you think U.S. is going to win tomorrow night? The U.S. soccer team, national soccer team?
I'm not familiar with that, so I couldn't give an opinion. But if you want, on my break, I'll call somebody and get you an answer.
No, I'll call you Monday morning with a report. My wife and I are going to the game.
Oh,
nice.
Excellent.
All right, bring a sign that says, I love you, Greek. I'll give you $100.
Got to send a picture now. It's got to get on TV.
Yeah.
It's the only way it works.
If it doesn't get on TV, you don't get the 100.
Yeah. And it's GRE Diamond K.
Work on the poster. Don't make it like Shallabulb. Put some effort into it.
Yeah. No Shallabulb around here.
All right, Riggs, get ready. You might be my guide in Greece. All right?
Let me know. I'm going to Europe around September, hopefully. So if you're ready, let's do it. Let's crush it.
Oh, I can't do it September. I can't do it. It's football season. I'm not going to go Greece then. I'm thinking maybe January. How's the weather out there in the winter? Is it like our winter or is it reverse?
Greek, I'm going to start doing push-ups now.
You better. No, how was the weather? Because I heard their winters are like our summers, and our summers are like their winters. Is that true?
Is this Australia?
True. That's not true. That's South America.
All right, well, then I'm not going to
I'm getting Greek a globe for Christmas.
Just stuff that I hear in Boca. No show like this, baby. We love you, Riggs. Keep in touch, buddy. It's been too long. I was thinking about you the other night in the shower. So where's Riggs, baby?
Were your ears ringing?
No, actually, I was getting a manicure and I thought about it. I said, I wonder where Riggs is. I'm having a tough day. I hope he's having a better day. But now that I heard you were in Chattanooga, I feel bad for you.
I wait for Jimmy. Aren't you glad you called?
Aren't you glad you called, Rick? Well, he knows by now. Yeah, I don't even know why he called. I don't even know why he listens.
I'm wide awake now, for sure.
All right, brother. We love you. Keep in touch.
Take care, pal.
What a great guy. Chattanooga, tough. Oof, that'd be tough. It is the Greek. It is Jimmy. It is Joe. And we'll be back. Got a couple people on hold. Again, everything on the table today. NBA, Major League Baseball, football, whatever you want to talk about. And Monroe's tonight. Don't forget, get over there, watch the UFC fight. We'll be back. Peace.
Live without a net. Suck it podcasts. Unless you're our podcast. That can get fixed in post, right? Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
These are emails filling your employees' inboxes, downloads beaming from device to device, and any one of them could be a cyber attack. Is it possible to keep your small business safe? It is with Comcast Business Security Edge. It helps keep your connected devices protected, and you can monitor threat activity in real time. So this
security threat.
Is the last thing you need to worry about. With Comcast Business, advanced security isn't just possible, it's happening.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $39 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 7/23/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments. New 100 megabits per second internet and security edge customers only. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Season 2 of the Alphabet Boys podcast takes you inside the secret investigations that federal agents never thought would see the light of day and asks this disturbing question: are America's top cops catching criminals or creating them?
So you do personal security all over the world. You're connected to all these different people, and you had somebody call you and say, can you get grenades and guns for this guy in Colombia?
Listen to Alphabet Boys Season 2 on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. It pays to listen. Open your free iHeartRadio app and listen to this station to be entered to win $5,000. Each day you come back to listen on the iHeartRadio app is another entry. The more you listen, the more chances you have to win. Download the free iHeartRadio app for access to winning like never before.
I've had this receding hairline, and I've tried a lot of these other products, and nothing really seemed to work. And I was introduced to Harem, and, after 3-4 months, I started seeing some new hair growth, especially where, in that receding hairline area. And my receding hairline is now no longer receding. My wife, she loves it. She says I look younger, and I'm telling all my friends about it. Product works great. It's making my hair a little bit darker. There's no chemicals in this. It's all natural, and I love it.
Made for men and women, Harem repairs and nourishes the scalp, which is the foundation for healthier hair. This, in turn, activates dormant hair follicles, which results in new hair growth. Harem treats receding hairlines, the crown of the head, and thinning hair. For a natural solution to regrow thicker, healthier hair, go to GreatLifeNow.com. Use code Radio15 and get 15% off, plus free shipping. Go to GreatLifeNow.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Place your bid and pay 30, 40, up to 50% less during our used car mega sale at Craig's End's pre-auction sales center. Choose from over 700 economy cars, family cars, sports cars, luxury cars, trucks, and sport utility vehicles at up to 50% less than their original MSRP. And all qualifying vehicles are backed with a 30-day return policy for your peace of mind. Need credit? Get pre-approved in seconds online at preauctionsalescenter.com. Plus, we want to buy your car and pay you thousands more than it's worth. Pay up to 50% less during our used car mega sale at Craig's End's pre-auction sales center on 441 just south of Sheridan Street in Hollywood. Click preauctionsalescenter.com or call 844-MY-PRICE. Open till midnight.
Hazel Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. This Saturday night, UFC 290 live watch party at Monroe's, July 8th. Make sure you stop by, check out 2 amazing fights in one night. And of course, you got the same agenda that you always get 7 days a week at Monroe's. You get beautiful ladies, 5-star menu, and great music pumped in by the Summer Series famous DJs. It's Monroe's of Palm Beach. And this Saturday night, July 8th, it's the UFC 290 live watch party. Make sure you're at Monroe's. Peace.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
If you've fallen out of love with your home, maybe you just need a refresh. Contact CertaPro Painters and we'll put the power of pro to work for you. That's CertaPro's power to transform living rooms and rejuvenate kitchens. The power to get the job done right, on time, and within your budget. Get that lovin' feeling back with the help of CertaPro Painters. Start your project at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Oh man, you guys are killing it today. Greek, I don't know what's going on, man, but all right, man, keep Greeking it.
You're listening to The Locker Room. Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You're back in the locker room on a Saturday. Always welcome to listen to 92.1. We appreciate you guys. 101.7. Don't forget, they're getting the Dolphins. So jacked up for that, and we got the Gators. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
True professional as he is. Speaking of another professional, can't take my hat off enough times for our guy Joe, who's always on time after breaks. Where are you, Joe?
Right here, baby.
Yeah, nobody's ever late around here.
We have a very unique system.
We do. We do. It's the best system in the world. It's the best system in the world.
Unique. It works, bitch. Jimmy, who do we have on hold?
We have Jim on the line. Jim, welcome to the locker room. Great name.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Doing great, Jim. How are you?
First off, keep Rick from Kentucky away from all my vices. Okay, I want to be able to drink, gamble, get prostitutes, smoke, whatever I want to do, and I want everybody to stay away from my vices. So I need that stat right now.
No problem. We're 100%.
I respect that.
Yeah, when I run for governor, it has to be the things I employ.
Absolutely. And give me a call later, Jim. I have some questions.
Listen, when sports betting became legal in Ohio, it was a lot of it was the free giveaways, but for the oh, it's not amateur, but your everyday person.
Sure.
It was the free money giveaways. I remember sitting at a bar like the month it opened up, and there was this group of like 12 women in their like early 20s talking about the parlays they had going on. I was shaking my head like, this is bizarro world. What's going on? I mean, it was crazy. You know, and I found myself betting on like I followed the women's NCAA tournament so close this year. I was talking about games ahead of time. I don't think it was because the games were compelling. I was tuned in because it was a chance to put money down.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, anything on money on you're going to be interested in. I don't care what it is. And you're going to get the average bettor. You're going to get people who never bet. You're going to get more females. And again, they make it compelling. I mean, it's like when you have a happy hour and you have drinks 2 for $1.
There you go.
I mean, it's the same thing. You got something. People are going to do it.
I'm also not surprised that Joe thinks that Sam Howell, Mini Baker Mayfield, is going to have a breakout season. He is one of the original Baker. He is one of the original Baker brothers.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Now and forever, baby.
Ride with Sixer.
You know, when Tampa is hoisting that NFC South crown, we can revisit this conversation. I'm excited about it. It's going to happen.
I mean, I mean, how's not even a poor man's Baker Mayfield? Because Baker Mayfield's a poor man's Baker Mayfield.
You give Washington and Sam Howell this season, and I guarantee he's impressive. I'm not saying he's going to be the next Pat Mahomes or anything like that, but the kid can play. He can absolutely play. Throws a nice, accurate ball. He's got a strong arm, and he's a way underrated athlete.
So you think Tampa's going to win that division?
Yeah, the NFC South. Yeah, over
yeah.
New Orleans. Absolutely.
What about Atlanta? A lot of people like Atlanta.
I think Atlanta is hitching their card to Desmond Ridder, and I don't think Desmond Ridder's that good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just an opinion.
No,
And
for sure.
That's
for
what's
sure.
good about
Look,
sports talk.
This Tampa roster is still pretty loaded.
Yeah.
Okay. If they, get some guys healthy on the offensive line and everything like that. Look, everybody forgets they were just decimated.
Yep.
Absolutely decimated along the offensive line, and the skill positions too. They had a ton of injuries last year.
Yep.
And I think Tampa's in for a bounce back season in a weak division.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't think Carolina's going to do anything.
Hey, guys, on the gambling thing real quick, the one thing I found that, like, again, I look for anything, and it's not big money. It's $5-10 here.
Yeah.
But I make money. It's the in-game betting. Like last night, it was, I think, the sixth inning. I took the Phillies at like plus 650. $10 bet, won like $100 and some bucks.
That's worth it.
Stuff like that where you can chase the odds. Because anymore, I'm like looking at odds and I'm like, plus 110. Who wants that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I think with the odds, it's amazing that they do that in sports. And again, it's something that wasn't available 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 5 years ago, where they change the number every single play.
Yeah, and all the little prop parlays too. Like you see on Twitter all the time, people post like their thing. They've got like James Harden over 20 points.
Yep.
LeBron over 9 rebounds, like
Right.
little things like that. And they they leverage that into like a $40 bet that wins them like $6,000. Like it's crazy stuff.
Well, also when
It's
you're
amazing.
betting, when you're betting on an individual, you don't have to worry about the outcome.
Yeah.
And you don't have to worry about other players. You know what I mean? You're just worried about. So if Harden comes down running gun, you don't care.
Yeah.
You get blown out. You're like, I got a Harden over 24.
Yeah, that's all I need.
Well, that's all I care.
Which for Harden, that's perfect.
Yeah, no matter what it is. I mean, certain yardage or things like that, because you can lose the game, but you win your prop. I mean, and that's why they have all that stuff. Like, he just said, Jim, he's talking about, betting the Phillies last night in the sixth inning. They scored 3 runs in the ninth.
Yep.
What the hell's $10? But you win 600?
Yeah.
That's a good bet.
Hell yeah, it's a win.
Especially for fantasy people that follow like the individual players and they know like this pitcher works great against this team. So he's going to be the reliever. You wait and you put wager on that. It's smart stuff.
Hell yeah.
Even if that bet lost last night, I don't think it's a bad bet.
No.
Because the odds are so tremendous. You lose $10 to win 600?
Yeah.
I take it all day.
All day.
Absolutely.
And you won, so great
They were
job.
one of 3 underdogs I took.
Oh, I think it's
They were
great.
one of 3 underdogs I took.
No.
I look at the NBA the same way. NBA regular season games, a huge dog almost always wins every night.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, throw a little bit of money at all of them, take the odds and go.
My buddy, I talked about a good buddy of mine in Vegas. He bet every team in the Western Conference nice money, and he had the Kings at 250 to 1. He bet all 5 teams, whatever it was, and he won.
Awesome.
He lost on the other 4, but he had a huge game because the team that the longest shot came in. It's the same thing I do with the track. I mean, Joe will tell you.
Oh, yeah.
I bet 4
And he
long
hits.
shots.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, you bet 4 long shots. If one comes in, now you could lose. There's no doubt about it. You can lose 9 out of 10.
Yep.
But if you win 1, it covers you, and that's it.
Yep.
But the odds are where the same thing with roulette. I mean, there's no difference. When the odds are in your favor that high, I never think it's a bad bet, unless you're betting big money. Now, if you go up to a roulette table and you drop 1,000 on a number 35 to 1, it's a crazy bet, obviously. Odds are against you, you're going to lose. But if you, $10, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Jim, you still there?
You got anything else, buddy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't have anything. Good talking to you, boys.
Always
good,
talking
man.
to you.
Jim, take care, bud.
It is the locker room on a Saturday. We're talking sports, obviously, NBA, NFL, Major League Baseball, and we're talking a little gambling. If you want to get involved, call us 877-927-6969. Marlins today taking on the Phillies later today, and the Phillies have won 12 in a row on the road. So let's hope the Marlins can break that up. It is the Greek, Joe, and Jimmy. We'll be back. Peace.
We'll be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Hot and humid today with afternoon highs in the low 90s, though feeling like the triple digits. We'll see scattered showers and thunderstorms develop through the afternoon with the potential for heavy rainfall and frequent lightning. Partly cloudy, muggy again tonight with lows in the 70s Sunday morning.
This report is sponsored by Valero. Start saving on the road with Valero's 100 Days of Summer. Get fuel-saving snacks, swag, and more every day all summer long. Only with Valero Pay Plus. Download the app and start saving right now.
A leading file transfer service recently announced a breach that might have exposed millions of individuals' driver's license information. Want to help protect yourself against identity theft? Join the millions who trust LifeLock. LifeLock uses proprietary technology to help detect identity threats and alert you if your information is being used. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but if there's a problem, LifeLock's identity restoration specialists will work to fix it. Save up to 25% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
I've been asked 1,000 times, did you plan on becoming the largest injury law firm in the world? And the answer is no. When I started, there were just 2 of us. Today, Morgan & Morgan has almost 800 lawyers alone. No injury firm in the country has anywhere close to that. We set out to be focused on our clients and to have a commitment to trying cases and winning. And when you have those results at trial, you're able to settle most of your cases quickly and fairly. Reputation matters. We grew like this because we worked hard and so many former clients referred family and friends. And what I believe is the main reason is we delivered for our clients a lot. Hard work and client satisfaction was our plan. It worked. Hope is not a plan. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Is your hair thinning? Hairline receding? Do you want to regrow thick, natural, healthy hair? Look, we all have to deal with hair loss, especially as we age. But you don't have to sit back and let it happen. Listen to what Marcy did with the help of Harem's Botanical Hair Serum.
Well, I started using it about 4 or 5 months ago, and 2 or 3 months into it, I just kind of noticed one day I saw all of this extra hair growth around my widow's peak. That hair growth is probably about 5 inches, all in that area that used to have absolutely no hair at all. I don't think I'll ever stop using it.
If you want to regrow thick, natural, healthy hair, then order your Harem solution today. Harem contains 17 botanical actives proven safe and most effective in generating new hair growth and darkening gray hair. Return to the full, natural, and youthful hair color you want. For more information, go to greatlifenow.com. That's greatlifenow.com.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
Hey, it's a Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. This Saturday night, UFC 290 live watch party at Monroe's, July 8th. Make sure you stop by, check out 2 amazing fights in one night. And of course, you got the same agenda that you always get 7 days a week at Monroe's. You get beautiful ladies, 5-star menu, and great music pumped in by the Summer Series famous DJs. It's Monroe's of Palm Beach. And this Saturday night, July 8th, it's a UFC 290 live watch party. Make sure you're at Monroe's. Peace.
What's the Anajar Levine difference? When you're injured in a car crash, we focus on your case so you can focus on the one thing that matters most, getting better. I'm Glenn Levine with Anajar Levine. We'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation, 1-800-747-FREE. We'll help you take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach. Only iHeartRadio gives you access to all of your favorite radio stations.
Rover's Morning Glory.
It's The Woody Show.
It's Elliot in the morning.
All of the once-in-a-lifetime events.
iHeartRadio Music Festival.
All of the best free curated playlists.
It's everything that rocks.
All of the great podcasts for every interest.
This is Freddie Prinze Jr. from the Wrestling with Freddie podcast.
All of the mind-blowing.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room.
Damn right.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You're back in the locker room on a Saturday. Don't forget tonight, UFC. Go to Monroe's. Check it out. You will have a great time and enjoy the fight. Championship fight tonight. Jimmy's in the house.
Good afternoon.
And Joe is here.
What's going on, G and Jimmy?
And I believe we have somebody on hold.
We do. We have our buddy Anthony checking in with us. Hey, Anthony, welcome to the locker room.
What up, Antoine?
Oh, I like that name.
Hey, what's up, guys? How's everyone doing?
We're good, buddy. How are you, Antoine?
Good. Greek, how was your date last night?
I didn't go. It was canceled.
Ah.
It happens.
You canceled or she canceled?
It was
the credit card didn't go through.
Yeah, so if I didn't get money, I wasn't
a mutual cancellation.
Yeah.
No, we rescheduled. She gave me
wire
ample
transfer
enough time.
The wire transfer didn't go through beforehand?
Anthony, it is my life. I cannot confirm or deny. What's going on?
Speaking of gambling, sports book and all that, everyone doesn't bring it up, but the reason those books, they make so much money is because of parlays. And,
that's not the only
Washington
reason.
Post. Oh, come on. Listen to this. Last year, the Washington Post did a study or a survey, whatever.
Washington
And
Post
they
or New York
found out-
Post?
Washington.
Wow, I'm surprised you read that paper. That's very, very big reading level up there for you, but go ahead.
And I'll email Jimmy the link to it.
No, I believe you.
They make about 45% more money than baseball, hockey, and football averagely, just on parlays alone. It's ridiculous how much money those books make just off parlays. Because,
Well, yeah, parlays are a sucker bet. Everybody knows that, but people bet parlays because of the odds.
And it's so enticing. Greek, back when you were Hollywood, were parlays your thing, or did you just have the gut, the straights?
I bet more straight than parlays my whole life. I mean, I would throw parlays in, but it was more straight.
Oh, God, I got to get it's hard. The most important thing is unit structure, and I told you I like live betting sometimes, only on football, but parlays just kill me all the time. And
They kill everybody. You just told me 45% people are getting their ass kicked. If you knew a plane was going to crash half the time, you're going to jump on it? No. You got two ears and one mouth for a reason, Antoine. Listen up.
Oh, God.
Aren't you glad you called, buddy?
Well, if you're going to keep betting and you know parlays are bad, if you bet 3 parlays and you lose all 3, aren't you better off betting straight? You can't tell me no because you are.
But the juice is so much more.
But you're not winning. So how are you getting the money? I mean, you're not hitting the parlay, so you're still losing. I'd rather win $100 on every bet than possibly winning $280 and I'm not getting the $280.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody will tell you that. Bet straight and bet of 25% of what you're betting on a parlay. That's what you should do if you want a little bit more juice.
Like you said last night with the Marlins, you know how many parlays were killed just by that error in the night. They just millions and millions and millions.
Yeah.
That's why they make so much money. But today I like the Braves today against Tampa. Thumbs up with Tampa for some reason. I don't know. You know, they came out like a cannon. It's something I hit it for them. I like Tampa today.
But Tampa still has the second best record in baseball. They're one game behind Atlanta as far as best record. They're crushing the East. Yeah, they came out 30-5, but they're not playing bad. I think it is a good preview possibly of the World Series, but I don't think anybody beats Atlanta. I think Atlanta's got great bats, young, and they got good pitching. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. Good series.
What do you say? You just close your eyes, take the Marlins today?
I'm sorry I didn't hear you.
Just close your eyes and take the Marlins?
The Phillies have won 12 in a row on the road. I don't like to step in front of streaks. If I was betting anything today, I'd probably bet the Cubs and Yankees under. Cole's on the line. Yankees can't hit. So it's under 8.5. That would be my play today, the under in the Cubs Yanks.
What about Victor Wembanyama? Do you think he's bust or not? He's getting killed on Twitter right now.
I don't know why. We talked about it earlier. He's a rookie. It was one game. It's a summer league. He had 9 points, 5 blocks. I mean, and possibly he might have banged Britney Spears. What do you want else the kid to do?
Yeah, teenager in the summer leagues having a iffy first game is like it means absolutely nothing.
No, you can't even compare. But we said everybody in there who's slamming them can't hit a ball if they tried to run a boat and they threw it in the ocean.
Yeah.
I know. They're just crushing him on Twitter. And last night, the over-under for him was like 20. I mean, what's crazy, too, is the summer league, you know, as much as I've been around, it's not that long. You didn't hear nothing about it. But for the past, 2 years, everyone is just like they.
Yeah, because they didn't have lines a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Like you just said, there was an over-under on a summer league of him scoring 20.
Yeah.
I would have put my kidney on the under last night if I heard that.
And that's the whole thing. It's all with Wembanyama. It's all media hype, man.
Yeah.
Anybody who knows anything about the NBA knows that it is such a rarity for a teenager to have any sort of impact at a high level in an NBA game or an NBA season.
LeBron was the last one.
Literally.
Kobe's first couple of years, he sucked.
It was invisible.
Yep, he really was. First
look
couple.
Look at Kevin Garnett.
Yeah.
As a rookie. He was terrible. It's just like it
takes time.
It absolutely takes time.
Just like NFL quarterbacks, Troy Aikman, Peyton Manning, both Hall of Famers, their first year terrible. You can't go by one game that he played, but that's what people do. They rush to judgment. Oh, he sucks. He's not worth it.
And, dude, you got to think about it. Every single sport, every single rookie is the worst they're ever going to be at that sport their first game. They get better and better and better with every single game they play. Literally, this is Wembanyama is at his worst right now.
Think about the first time you had sex, Anthony.
Yeah, think about it.
And now look where you are.
Still as bad. So, thanks for the layup, Greek.
I threw it up there for you.
Oh, God.
Trying to give you a good analogy, buddy.
You guys are right. A couple years ago, Joe said, those draft picks are jelly beans, magic jelly beans. You never know what's going to happen.
No, you don't know.
It's the same thing. You don't know. What's his name? Zion Williamson. Greek. When that first game, he had all those points, and you said you'd probably bet your 401k that's never going to happen again, and obviously it never happened again.
No,
that guy's just.
Zion's problem is
just staying healthy. He's a good player. He just can't stay healthy.
He's got 3 problems, really.
And Mariah Mills.
Yeah. All right. First of all, he doesn't get healthy. He has a weight problem. He's got to watch, and he's with porn stars, which is never a great thing for off the field. I think that's the worst thing to tie yourself to, exotic dancers and porn stars when you're an NBA football player, baseball. So much is coming at you. Do you really need that? So I think for Zion, that's another issue that he has. Is he a good ball player? Yes, but he hasn't even played. Yeah. He hasn't.
And, a crazy thing, too, the state that he's in is not that crazy, too. It doesn't make any sense. New Orleans, there's some kind of party in there, but,
New Orleans isn't crazy?
What do you mean some kind of party? New Orleans. That's all you do in New Orleans.
What are you on? What are you sniffing NyQuil?
You ever heard of Mardi Gras?
New Orleans isn't a party city. Are you crazy?
That's once a year. Maybe he needs to go somewhere like Utah.
What do you mean once a
you know what I mean?
year?
Like,
New Orleans is literally
that's a party every night.
Every
literally.
night.
That's
Yeah.
365, guy.
I mean, when Mardi Gras goes on, it gets a little bit higher, but every night people are banged up. Are you kidding me?
I can appreciate that it's not like a New York or an LA or a Miami type deal, but it is still, that's an easy town to get in trouble in, man.
Yeah. You got millions of dollars. Nebraska's easy to get in trouble if you don't have the right people
No, of
around.
course.
Yep.
I mean, that's all you do there. You're surrounded by the swamps, man. The bayou.
Oh, God. Sounds great. I'd rather go to Chattanooga.
Yeah, so would I. It's actually pretty nice there.
Beautiful this time of year.
Oh, it is. Wonderful.
Antoine, I love the nickname. We're going to run. We'll be back in a few minutes. Always thanks. And today I'm taking Cubs and Yankees under. Call me Monday. I hope it hits, and I hope you win. It's Jimmy, Greek, and Joe. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
The bad news, the brain isn't all that great at hearing stuff and remembering it. The good news, you can watch us too. Like and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Real Radio 92.1.
This is Clay Travis. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The Marlins have lost back-to-back games and will try to bounce this afternoon against the visiting Phillies with Braxton Garrett on the hill. Inter Miami CF is coming off Tuesday's 2-2 tie versus the Columbus Crew. Inter Miami CF faces DC United tonight on the road. And in Eugene, Oregon yesterday, Sha'Carri Richardson won the 100 meters U.S. title following her 2-year ban for marijuana use. I'm Bill Horrendon.
The brilliant EQE SUV from Mercedes-Benz, available with digital light technology. So smart, even the headlamps are thinking. The vehicle's all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. Learn more. MBUSA.com/EQE-SUV.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Trust is a big deal, especially when it comes to your health. This is Jeff for the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and if you're a man suffering with erectile dysfunction, low testosterone, or other male sexual health issues, there's no better place for you to get treated than the Atlantic Men's Clinic. Men trust us because experience and expertise matter. The fact is, we've successfully treated thousands of men across Florida since 2020. Our ED treatments are highly effective with success rates well over 90%, and we offer a full range of treatment options that could have you performing like you haven't in years. Plus, if you're like most guys, the low T and growth hormone treatments we offer will give you better sleep, increased energy, improved gains in the gym, and a higher sex drive. This could really change your life. So call us first. Your initial appointment includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. Call 877-455-7300. That's 877-455-7300, or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 6 clinics across South Florida to serve you. Atlantic Men's Clinic, a Promenic restorative health practice.
When you buy a diamond at International Diamond Center, you can bring it back a year from now, trade it up to a bigger one, and get 110% of your original purchase price toward the new diamond.
You pay me $10,000 for my diamond. When you come back and you want to trade it up, you're going to get that $10,000. Plus, we're going to give you a bonus of $1,000.
IDC owner Keith LeClaire talking about IDC's industry-leading diamond trade-up policy.
So you're getting 110% on what you paid for that diamond. Who else does this? I'm going to pay you more for that diamond than you paid me in the beginning.
The 110% upgrade is just another thing that separates IDC from the rest. We stand behind what we sell.
We know what we're selling, we believe in what we're selling, and we know the inherent value of that diamond.
At IDC, your trust means everything.
We want you to feel that you can buy with confidence.
International Diamond Center. Highest quality, insane selection, guaranteed best value, full transparency, and the strongest consumer protection warranties in the industry.
Our job is to keep you as a customer.
International Diamond Center, US 1 and TSL Boulevard.
Why do you change your car's air filter? Because when it's clogged, it doesn't work. The same is true of your nose, the body's air filter. It's great at trapping allergens, dust, and viruses, but unless you clean it regularly, they can stay trapped, making you miserable. I'm Martin Hogue, inventor of Navage, the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs. Here's a testimonial from a verified purchaser and a big Navage fan. Quote, I've been suffering for 30 years with chronic sinus infections and allergies. I stumbled across Navage. The suction is amazing. It cleared my sinus cavities better than anything I've tried before. Unquote. Navage has over 120,000 reviews with a 4.6-star average written by people who use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Wash your body's air filter with Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Season 2 of the Alphabet Boys podcast takes you inside the secret investigations that federal agents never thought would see the light of day and asks this disturbing question: are America's top cops catching criminals or creating them?
So you do personal security all over the world. You're connected to all these different people, and you had somebody call you and say, can you get grenades and guns for this guy in Colombia?
Listen to Alphabet Boys Season 2 on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
These are emails filling your employees' inboxes, downloads beaming from device to device, and any one of them could be a cyber attack. Is it possible to keep your small business safe? It is with Comcast Business Security Edge. It helps keep your connected devices protected, and you can monitor threat activity in real time. So this security threat is the last thing you need to worry about. With Comcast Business, advanced security isn't just possible, it's happening.
Get started with fast speeds and advanced security for $39 a month for 12 months with no annual contract. Plus, ask how to get up to a $500 prepaid card with a qualifying gig bundle. Call or go online today to learn more. Offer ends 7/23/2023. Restrictions apply. Requires paperless billing and automatic payments. New 100 megabits per second internet and Security Edge customers only. Equipment, installation, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. After 12 months, regular rates apply.
Welcome to the good stuff. I'm Jacob Schick, a third-generation combat Marine.
And I'm his co-host and wife, Ashley Schick. We believe everyone has a story to tell, not only about the peaks, but the valleys they've been through to get them to where they are today. We're joined by some amazing guests who share the lessons they've learned.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Locker Room. Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yankees win it 2-0 in the bottom of the second against the Cubs. I did like the under in that game, so we'll see what happens. Stanton and Donaldson both went yard. Marlins taking on the Phillies later today after the Phillies have a road win streak of 12 games. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello, good afternoon.
And Joe is here.
What's going on, boys?
And we're going to take a phone call, then we're going to get into Joe's new hobby.
All right. We got our buddy Jorge checking in with us. Hey, Jorge.
Hey, what's up, Jorge?
What's going on, pal?
Happy Saturday to everyone there.
Happy Saturday
to you, buddy.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'm glad to see that old Tom is back in the dating scene. I guess he was spotted hanging out with, Caitlyn Jenner?
Good for him.
You're so crazy. He was at the July 4th party, Ruben's house, and they speculate with Kim, but no, it's all rumors.
Oh, I thought it was Caitlyn Jenner.
Oh, I love it. Downtown
Kim K was just the introduction.
Yeah, she was the buffer.
Caitlyn, yeah,
she was the buffer. You'll have 10 years from now. You won't give him a break.
You got that right, buddy. I'll tell you what. They say he lost like $30 million. It couldn't have happened to a better guy.
Yeah, they said he lost a lot of money in that FTX thing, and all speculation, but it might be true.
I'll tell you what, I hope his dad lost some money, too. That guy's been known to steal flies from a blind spider,
Again, Jorge, you're bringing stuff that I don't know.
I got to write that one down. Stealing flies from a blind spider's eggs.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, you were talking to Anthony earlier about two arms and a mouth, talking about God's creation. One thing that's always puzzled me, and I can't figure it out. Maybe you can, Greg, because you know so much about everything, but I can't understand if God made people, why on earth would he have put the playground so close to the dump?
And I don't know a lot about everything.
Let's put the playground next to the sewage plant is what it is.
Yeah.
That's why you're great for this show. Because you can make mistakes and you still get a laugh. It's fine. We love it.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, yeah. Yep. Loaded, buddy. Loaded. Oh, yeah. I guess nobody really knows where Cook and Hopkins are going, huh?
No. Still speculation. They're saying probably not going to start until camps, teams get in camp. Again, you hear a lot about the Dolphins, Hopkins, you hear the Patriots. There might be two teams not even mentioned.
I just read with Dalvin Cook that the only offer that we know is on the table is from Miami, but it's a lower offer. He's holding out for considerably more money. The general thought is that he's eventually going to settle for a one-year prove-it deal, but he definitely does not want to play for cheap, and he wants to hold out as much as he can for the most money that he can.
Oh, yeah. Belichick's, not Belichick, Kraft's willing to pay him huge, I guess, because, he wants to at least make the playoffs, this year. But, you never know what happens. I guess Hopkins, he had some bad chowder in Boston, huh? There was some pork in it. He doesn't go for pork.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
I didn't hear that. I mean, again, I think if the Patriots pick up Cook and Hopkins, that'd be a different team, definitely offensively. They made some picks up. Obviously, they got Gesicki. They got Juju as wide receiver.
Yeah, Juju and Gesicki.
They signed Parker.
Yeah.
They have a good defense, but I think Cook would be a great addition to Hopkins. And then I think that division would be stacked A to Z.
even more competitive.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, right now, New England, it definitely is the 4th team, but, I think they'll be competitive, 7, 8, 9 wins.
Well, that's the crazy thing about it. Is like I think New England is without question the 4th best team in that division.
Mm-hmm.
But they are going to be a pain in the you-know-what to anybody on Sundays, man. That's going to be a tough defense, a good running game.
Division games are still division games.
Not even division. I'm just talking like period overall in the NFL. Like, they're still good. That's a good team. They're in the loaded division.
Yeah, the problem with the AFC East is not only is it so good, but who they're playing.
Yeah.
Now, the Jets' schedule is the same as obviously the Patriots and Dolphins outside of the conference in New England. But, I mean, they got to play the Chiefs.
Yep.
They all got to play the Chargers. They all got to play the Raiders. Plus their division.
Yeah.
I mean, as crazy as it sounds, a team with 10 or 9 wins might win that division.
Oh, yeah.
For all that they have to play.
They're going to beat the hell out of each other all year long.
And they got to play Dallas.
Yep.
And they got to play the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they got tough competition.
It's a really tough competition.
All 4 teams. Not only is their division brutal, but then outside, they got 2 of the toughest divisions.
And you just nailed it, though, because they're playing the NFC East. And look, Dallas and Philly are obviously the headliners in that division.
Sure.
The Giants aren't a cakewalk.
Nope. No.
They were tough last year. They got better.
Yeah.
And then Washington. Washington's not a bad football team either.
Who knows?
Yeah, if the Giants don't sign Barkley, though, that's going to be a difference.
Yeah.
And they seem to be very far apart. All right, what else, buddy?
Not too much. I think that the Patriots might surprise a lot of people this year, Greg.
They might. I'm not saying they're not. Belichick's a great coach, one of the best ever. And you know what? You can never count him out.
No.
And I think when he has that rallying cry of, hey, it's us against the world, everybody picks us for last, that's going to be all over the bulletin board.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
The thing is for me, Jorge, is that it comes down to, because, look, the AFC East has 4 playoff-ready rosters. It's the difference makers are at quarterback. And if Mac Jones can get back to where he was as a rookie as opposed to last year, then we're talking. Then you've got a legitimate argument. But everything is going to be riding on him and Bill O'Brien's relationship and if he can keep it going. Because if you see Bailey Zappi at any point this year, just consider it a lost season.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That Zappi's not a bad quarterback.
No, he's not.
No, and I'm not saying that he's a bad quarterback, but I'm telling you right now, he's not a difference maker at the position. He's a guy that can come in, like, say, your starter goes down for a game or 2, he can keep the ship afloat and get you a couple victories. But if you expect him to go into the playoffs and scare a opposing playoff-level defense,
Chiefs,
you got another thing coming, man. He's a real nice player. He's a solid quarterback, but the difference between the elite to the solid, it's night and day. That's the difference between a Super Bowl winner and a guy who's barely fighting to make the playoffs.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I just can't wait for it to start up, buddy. I mean,
nothing better.
Boring with all this golf stuff and all that.
No, everybody talks about it. Next Saturday is the 16th and the 18th, the rookies report for the Dolphins. Yep.
So close.
But people have been talking about it, and this is the hardest month because people, July, you run out of steam. Baseball's done. I mean, baseball, if you're not a big fan, you got basketball finished. So it is a tough month for sports. But before you know it, it'll be September, and you and I will be doing Christmas carols in Vero.
There you go. That would be nice, Greg. That would be nice to see you up here in Vero, which will never happen.
No. You kidding me?
Maybe a Zoom meeting.
He doesn't have his passport yet.
White Christmas.
I think even the Benz wouldn't start. It just wouldn't go. It just wouldn't go. It gets to Port St. Lucie and it says, "Oh, I'm done."
Doesn't feel that Boca air.
Jorge, we love you, brother. Keep in touch.
Take it easy, buddy.
You guys enjoy the rest of your weekend.
We will, my friend.
Too,
Thank you for listening.
Take care, Jorge.
So I've seen guys get very obsessed with a lot of things, and I've seen them get very obsessed with golf. I've seen guys love their team, but I also seen a lot of guys love what Joe just got into. Jimmy, he got a new grill. He's all jacked up.
Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah.
He's into the grilling now. Huh?
Well, it's not traditional. It's a Blackstone griddle grill.
Oh, okay.
One of those flat
so
top
it's
things.
the Blackstones, right?
So
okay.
I got it. I got it last Sunday. First thing I did
What
was
size?
28 inches.
Oh, okay.
And the first thing I did was smash burgers.
Mm-hmm.
And I went out and I got all the equipment for it. I got the good spatulas,
the
heavy ones. I got a cast iron. I don't even know what you call it. One of those flattening plates.
It's a press.
The press plate.
It's a press,
thing?
yeah. Some people call it a bacon press
because
that's where a lot of people use it for.
Yeah.
Now, do you got a round one or the rectangular
round one?
The round one.
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
Yeah,
I've seen they're pretty popular right now.
Should have got rectangular. I like them better.
No way. Like the round. But no, first thing I did was did a double smash burger.
Okay.
Cheddar and American cheese, couple slices of bacon.
Mm-hmm.
We did barbecue on the top bun, mayo on the bottom bun. Bro.
There you go.
I could fight those things all day long.
All right. Well, here's your next smash burger.
What do you got?
All right, test for it. So what you do is just take a meatball size piece.
Yeah.
All right, and then take a tortilla, a soft tortilla. Put that on top of it and then smash it, right? And so you're making like a burger taco.
Yeah, the Big Mac
right?
taco.
And then you can do whatever sauce and the toppings you want too. That's like the craze that I've been seeing.
I saw that on Instagram.
On the videos, yep.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that. I was telling G, I did hibachi on Thursday. I did fried rice. I did chicken. I did
stir
steak.
fry? Did stir fry?
Oh,
okay, yep.
That was awesome. Then last night I made I got real thin sliced ribeye and I made a Philly cheesesteak.
Wow.
Did mushrooms,
Nice.
onions, red peppers. Oh,
it's perfect for stuff like that.
Awesome.
You know? And that's why restaurants use it. I mean, that's why they've got flat tops.
And the cleanup is so easy.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Oh, the thing's phenomenal.
Well, it's great. You found a new hobby.
Yeah.
The wife must be happy.
She is.
Because you're cooking.
Yeah.
And you're out there doing different things.
Do the breakfast yet?
Not yet.
Not yet?
I'm a
Okay.
breakfast guy, too. I can't wait for that.
That's a great Sunday morning thing,
Yeah,
right?
oh,
You know,
hell
I
yeah.
mean, you got the family together, so
Well-
you go out and do whatever you want. I mean, there's the possibilities are endless.
And everything cooks so fast. Gee, when I did the bacon for the burger, it was like 30 seconds each side. Perfect crispy.
Done.
Nice. Unbelievable.
Well, instead of talking about it so much, bring in something.
I told you,
yeah,
man.
what are you doing here?
Hey.
Where's my friggin'
Hey,
pizza?
anytime you guys want, I got you. I haven't tried pizza yet. I'll work on it.
There you go.
I can see a nice scrambled egg. Could be
hell
doing
yeah.
that and everything like that.
Yep,
Now,
yep.
so if this is something that you wanted to do for a long time?
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much. Well, I always love to cook. I like to cook, like to bake, all that stuff.
You like to bake, too?
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting.
Bro, I make some mean cookies. You don't even know.
Oh,
Really?
cool.
Bring
Oh,
in some.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I will.
what are you
I will.
doing?
Dad,
Well,
Jesus.
I like to pretend that I'm like trying to be healthy most of the time, so I don't make the cookies so much. But I've been like downhill on skates
Yeah,
lately,
well-
so I might as well do some cookies.
Yeah, well, now that you got this Blackstone, you can screw the healthy
Oh,
stuff
yeah.
because
No,
it's
it's
all
already-
going out the
yeah,
window
it's
now.
already
You
out
don't
the
make
window.
anything healthy on a
Yeah.
Blackstone.
No, not even a little
Now,
bit.
can you make a smoothie on that or no?
Yeah, it's 50-50.
It's a little tough. It's a little tough, but we'll work it out,
yet.
G. You got now. Do you have a smoker? You
No,
into
no
doing
smoking.
that? Okay.
No. I'm not a big. I don't love smoky flavor.
Okay. So you're not even
like-
a fan of the taste of it.
Not
Okay.
a ton.
Okay.
Not a ton.
That's fine.
I mean, I can appreciate it, and some of this stuff is unbelievable, but I'm not.
But I mean, if you don't like it, then there's no point in it.
I
too,
would. Yeah,
because,
I would prefer a traditional barbecue as opposed to smoking.
It's a lot of work, so it's
it's tedious.
Not even as much a lot of work as it's just time consuming.
Yes.
So, and you've got to plan ahead for it, type thing. But if you're not into it and you don't like that, then don't worry about it.
Now, was it tough to put together, or did it come assembled?
No, I had to put it together. It took me about 20 minutes.
Right, I would never be able to do it.
Wasn't that bad. Yeah, you'd be
Shocker.
surprised. You'd be surprised.
It
was daunting when I first got it.
My
'cause there's so
electric
many
went out
parts.
last week, and you'll die with this. So, no power or whatever. So I called the maintenance guy, and the guy's a little friendly with me after a couple of years. And I said, hey, it's G. He goes, what's up? I said, my clock's out of my microwave. Can you come up and fix it? He goes, are you kidding me? Says right here in the lease, if I have a problem, to call
12 o'clock. Who used to do that joke? 12 o'clock.
Well, he says it right here. If I have a problem, to call you guys.
Well, for $8,500 a month for rent, they better come change your clock for you.
I love Jimmy. So I came home last night. The clock was fixed. And for a minute, I went,
Nice.
oh, man. You know what?
Now what? I ain't got nothing to bitch about.
That's what I said. Damn it. I can't believe it.
Now I got to unplug it again.
Now I got to hit get by lightning
That's
again.
what I'll do.
I go on my balcony with a metal pole.
All right, now I'm going to tell you right now, Greek, and I know that you don't understand it as much with the Blackstones. I'm going to say within a year, Joe gets a bigger one.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have enough friends to really justify a bigger one, you know?
First barbecue. First time you have friends over. I mean, even 28, because that's...
He just told you he doesn't have any friends.
28's not bad, though. It's,
No,
it's pretty,
it's
I
good,
could
it's
probably...
good.
I could probably do...
3 burner?
4.
All right.
Yeah.
Maybe not then.
Yeah. No, it's a good size for sure.
Okay.
Because like when I did the hibachi, like I had like the fried rice in a section, chicken in a section, veggies in a section, steak in a section.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
So, does everybody know not to touch it? It's just yours? Now, has the wife gone out there to try to cook or no?
No, I think she's pretty content with just me doing that.
That's
You
good.
know, and she cooks a lot too, but like she, handles, most of the stuff in the kitchen, stuff like that.
How long does it take for it to heat up?
Not long, man.
Yeah.
It's quick. It's super quick. Everything cooks super quick.
Good
and the
for you.
cleanup is a cinch.
All right, so you're not going to be a Chef Boyardee.
That's me.
All right.
I'm telling you. And dude, I'm bringing cookies next Saturday.
All right.
We
All right,
like
sounds good.
peanut butter chocolate chip. We go with that.
Hell yeah. Do I like it?
I'm excited about
We'll
it.
take
All right,
anything.
I'll have a rerun ready.
Yep.
Like
I
a
got
fat kid loves cake.
Damn right.
You kidding me?
I got
or
you.
like a fat cake loves cake.
Whatever.
That's true.
I mean, bring in some cookies and baby oil. We're excited. It is the locker room. It is a Saturday. Yankees up 2-0. Marlins and Phillies today. And Tampa and the Braves tonight. And before you know it, a week away from training camp, Dolphin rookies will be tuning in. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace. Like a fat kid loves cake.
You can now watch your favorite radio show. Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
A leading file transfer service recently announced a breach that might have exposed millions of individuals' driver's license information. Want to help protect yourself against identity theft? Join the millions who trust LifeLock. LifeLock uses proprietary technology to help detect identity threats and alert you if your information is being used. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses. But if there's a problem, LifeLock's identity restoration specialists will work to fix it. Save up to 25% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
What's the Anna Jar and Levine difference? If you're the victim of a car crash, you will always speak to a lawyer. You'll always get the highest standard of care from our dedicated legal team, and we'll always fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. That's the Anna Jar and Levine difference. Call our legal team right now for a free consultation. Call 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733. Don't wait. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
In office, West Palm Beach.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making Storm Catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. SMART is protecting our community today and tomorrow.
Florida Talk Real Estate is your one-stop real estate shop. Whether you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, you're stuck with a home and you don't know what to do, look no further than FloridaTalkRealEstate.com. Listen every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. until 11, right here on Real Radio 92.1.
I've had this receding hairline, and I've tried a lot of these other products, and nothing really seemed to work. And I was introduced to Harem, and, after 3-4 months, I started seeing some new hair growth, especially where, in that receding hairline area. And my receding hairline is now no longer receding. My wife, she loves it. She says I look younger, and I'm telling all my friends about it. Product works great. It's making my hair a little bit darker. There's no chemicals in this. It's all natural, and I love it.
Made for men and women, Harem repairs and nourishes the scalp, which is the foundation for healthier hair. This, in turn, activates dormant hair follicles, which results in new hair growth. Harem treats receding hairlines, the crown of the head, and thinning hair. For a natural solution to regrow thicker, healthier hair, go to GreatLifeNow.com. Use code Radio15 and get 15% off, plus free shipping. Go to GreatLifeNow.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
If you're suffering and there's a safe, natural, easy-to-use solution to help make you feel better, wouldn't you at least want to try it? That's why millions of people use Navage nasal care to help relieve their symptoms of sinus congestion, allergies, snoring, and other nasal-related problems. I'm Martin Hoke, and I invented Navage to make cleaning your nose easy. Navage uses powered suction to pull saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping flush out everything that makes you miserable. Nearly 4 million people use Navage to breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. People like Candace, a verified Navage user who writes, "This is the greatest invention ever made. I truly can't believe the difference and the relief it has made in my sinus problems. Thank you." Unquote. Navage is the safe, drug-free solution you've been looking for. Available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid, Target, and Navage.com. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Attorney CPA Joe Cordell.
Business owners and professionals face special challenges in divorce court. They have to contend with allegations that they are earning more than they are, coupled with claims on their business or practice itself. Clients with assets depend on their divorce lawyer's skills in these matters.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cargis, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
A leading file transfer service recently announced a breach that might have exposed millions of individuals' driver's license information. Want to help protect yourself against identity theft? Join the millions who trust LifeLock. LifeLock uses proprietary technology to help detect identity threats and alert you if your information is being used. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but if there's a problem, LifeLock's identity restoration specialists will work to fix it. Save up to 25% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com.
Hayes the Greek from Monroe's of Palm Beach. This Saturday night, UFC 290 live watch party at Monroe's, July 8th. Make sure you stop by, check out 2 amazing fights in one night. And of course, you got the same agenda that you always get 7 days a week at Monroe's. You get beautiful ladies, 5-star menu, and great music pumped in by the Summer Series famous DJs. It's Monroe's of Palm Beach. And this Saturday night, July 8th, it's the UFC 290 live watch party. Make sure you're at Monroe's. Peace.
In today's Marketers Report, Kate Cronin, Chief Brand Officer of Moderna, weighs in on the speed of audio production.
In this day and age, and particularly at Moderna, where we have new information coming out on a regular basis, being able to feed that information to the audio format makes being nimble and pivoting easy, and that's what I really like about it.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
As America's largest injury law firm, size is our strength. Morgan & Morgan.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts. You're listening to The Locker Room.
This is perfect.
Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
It is The Locker Room on a Saturday. Thanks for always tuning in to Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Don't forget 101.7, you guys are getting the Miami Dolphins, and before you know it, it will be football season. Jimmy in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Update on the Yankees. They're now winning 4-1 in the third inning. They usually don't hit, and they brought their bats today.
Now, you said the under. What was the under at?
8.5.
8.5. All
so
right.
it does not look good.
Yeah.
Yankees do not hit usually, but today they brought their bats, that's for sure.
How about that, huh?
Yeah. Ice cream.
Don't worry. You don't have any money on it, so it'll come out. Don't worry.
That's true.
Come out.
That's a good point. That's right. Let me slide a cigar. Hang out. You're right. Don't worry about it. Oh, even when I give out a pick to my friends, I want them to win. I definitely do. One thing we did talk about is the Miami Heat and what's going on with them with Lillard. That is their main goal, to get him. It doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. He has said that he wants to come to Miami. Lillard's agent has gone out there and said, you know what? If he goes anywhere, don't trade for him because he's not going to be happy. He does have a hefty contract next couple of years, not next year after, $60 million and $58 million, which is a ton at his age. He'll be 35 and 36 years old. But the Heat have a bullseye on him, and they want him.
Now, you said there was a little misunderstanding of whether or not he had a no-trade clause or not, huh?
No,
originally it was thought that he could go anywhere he wanted, right? And he was kind of aiming his way towards Miami, but he doesn't have that.
No, Joe thought that. When I looked into it, he doesn't have a no-trade. So they could trade him wherever they want.
Right.
Now, he could be difficult about it and say he doesn't want to, obviously show up, or he's going to be a problem, and that's what the agent's trying to do. But at the end of the day, I don't think he's going to do that because he's a professional. He wants to keep playing.
Right.
He's hoping, when you walk through a door someplace out, you hope that the guy behind you holds the door.
Mm-hmm.
He's hoping that Portland respects him. I played here 11 years, get me to Miami. But at the end of the day, it's all business, and they want the best. We all do.
Sure, of course. Yeah,
I mean, Portland, if they acted any other way and they got a lesser deal from Miami, it wouldn't be great business for their organization. Now, if a third team gets involved, which I think will have to happen for the deal to get finished, then we'll see what happens. But it is an interesting thing, and it's come out since the NBA Finals of, can the Heat go after Lillard? Will he want to trade? At first it was no, and he was sticking with Portland. Then he came out and said, yes, I want to trade.
Is he worth the kitchen sink, you think? Because you were really high on him. I mean, when this first started talking, I remember you were super excited, and of course, I kind of gauge by that, kind of being a quasi Heat fan, I'd like to see them do well. So, the idea of him coming down here really excited me a little bit too, with the way I was getting that vibe from you.
Yeah, I think the way the Heat finds talent, again, they had 7 guys that were not drafted, and if you had to get rid of Hero, Robinson, I would not trade Martin. I think Martin is a good player, both sides of the ball, plays good defense. I think this year in the playoffs, you saw what he was able to do when he got some time. I like him. I would not also put in the bundle the kid from UCLA that we just drafted, because I think he's going to be really good, but they might want him. They're going to have to give up some first-round picks that the Heat have down the road. I would give up those, maybe Robinson and Hero. I don't want to give up Martin, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't squash the deal. Yeah, I think Lillard with 3 good years, yes. I would take the shot right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I definitely would. Again, he's a hefty salary. You're talking next year, $60 million. That's huge.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's unbelievable. Yeah. But can they win it all? I don't know. I mean, this year, they barely made the playoffs, had to win the play-in game, lost the first one, won the second one against Chicago, and look how far they went.
Yep.
So you just don't know. But I think Bam, him, and Butler will be a great trio. I think it'll take a lot of pressure off of Jimmy Butler.
I was going to say, I mean, giving him a little bit of help, I'm sure will make a big difference.
And in the finals, the Butler was hurt a little. He wouldn't say it, but he ran out of gas a little, and the Heat didn't score over 100.
Yep.
And you can't have that in the NBA today. You got to pounce it, and you got to score, and it's all three-pointer.
And really, it was only the finals that Jimmy really kind of slowed down, right? I mean, he was really to the balls to the wall. I mean,
yeah,
right
he
up
had a
till
couple
then,
good
right,
games
you know?
in the finals. He
Yeah.
did, but not to the level he was playing when
Right.
they played, obviously, Boston and Milwaukee, and they got past those teams. I mean, he was just on fire. But again, it's a long season.
Yep.
Your legs get tired. You get tired.
Super long when you're going that deep into the playoffs.
Oh, no
I mean,
doubt.
You think, what is it, beginning of October is when they report?
Their
Or-
training camp stops around Halloween. That's when
Right.
it starts, around
Yeah.
Halloween. So, you look at it, a couple weeks, you're in August.
Mm-hmm.
You got 2 months, really, just to recuperate.
Yep.
And all the sports are long now. They're all, 7-8 months when you go far.
It's designed that way, obviously,
Yeah.
with 7-game playoff series
Sure.
the whole time now.
Yeah, if you don't make the playoffs, it's a whole different thing. Then you get your time off and you're relaxing and you're kicking back. But I think Riley will put something together. He always does. And Coach Spo, I think they've got a great organization, the Heat. Everybody respects them. And I think that they've been a proven winner. Spo's been in the NBA Finals now 6 times in the last 15 years, which is unbelievable. But do I think Lillard could take them to the promised land? He's going to make them better, no doubt. I still don't know if they'll win it all because there's so many good teams in the West, but they'll be up there. I mean, I would not be surprised if they contend. And I think the Celtics have taken a major step back with their trade. Now, I could be wrong because I think Smart was a lot of glue to that team, played very good defense, it's a good scorer, but we'll see. I mean, a lot of trades you don't know, just like draft picks. You look at them, and then you look back a couple years later, and then you say, okay, that was a good trade or a good draft pick. So you really don't know what's going to happen.
And it is all about getting hot at the right time, too. And that's exactly what the Heat did this year. No
And the
pun
Panthers.
intended, yeah. And the Panthers, of course.
Yeah, I mean, you're seeing more and more. A lot of people are saying, hey, just let me get in the dance.
Yep, just make the playoffs.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do.
If I get there, then I'm in. If you're not a 1 or 2 seed and you don't get home field or home court throughout the whole thing, you're like, let me just get in this, let me play, and maybe the cards will start falling my way. And that's what they did with the Heat. Now, obviously, that's what they did with the Panthers. And we were lucky down here in South Florida because we got a couple extra months of sports.
Sure.
Which we really wouldn't have gotten. And I've even told my friends because they're dying for football. I said, you guys got to realize we didn't have the Heat and Panthers. We really 2 months ago.
Yeah, just think of the millions of dollars that came into our area just because of that.
Oh, forget it.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's great for the community. It's great for the city. Obviously, what they bring in and the amount of money and the exposure, which is always great. But I do think at the end of the day, they'll get Lillard. I don't think it's going to be as quick as they want. I'll probably get off the show today and you'll see something.
Yeah, Lillard signs with Heat.
Yeah. I'm thinking September. But you never know. Things happen. They're on the phones. They're talking. Usually things don't happen on the weekends, but you never know. After I said this, we'll see what happens. You got the All-Star game Tuesday in Major League Baseball, but the Home Run Derby is what everybody gets jacked up for.
Yeah, I was going to say, when's that?
Monday night.
Monday night? Okay.
And that'll be consumed and watched, sold out. I believe the All-Star Game's in Seattle, and that'll be very cool. It always is.
What's the latest on Judge? I haven't really been able to follow that. Is he's out injured, right?
Judge is out, and they're saying maybe the end of July.
End of July, right?
So that over-under of 45 homers, which I thought he had 17 or 16, looked great.
Oh, well. And again, it's like everything else. It's all dependent on injuries.
Yeah.
So you can never – you always got – it's the risk. It's the ultimate risk in any sport.
Yeah, I mean, he gets hurt, and all of a sudden he's tapioca. It is the Greek. It is Jimmy. It is the locker room. Marlins and Phillies today, 4 o'clock, and Braves and Tampa tonight. We'll be back in a few minutes.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com.
Get your tickets now
At AXS.com.
for our 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival.
T-Mobile Arena here in Las Vegas.
September 22nd and 23rd.
Streaming live only on Hulu.
The iHeartRadio Music Festival.
Introducing Audible's new original series, Breakthrough, the first of its kind audio-only singing competition featuring celebrity judges Kelly Rowland and Sarah Bareilles, with host Daveed Diggs. Hear who has what it takes. Listen on Audible or wherever you get your podcasts.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Hot and humid today with afternoon highs in the low 90s, though feeling like the triple digits. We'll see scattered showers and thunderstorms develop through the afternoon with the potential for heavy rainfall and frequent lightning. Partly cloudy, muggy again tonight with lows in the 70s Sunday morning.
This report is sponsored by New South Window Solutions.
News Radio 1290 WJNO reminds you, in the event of a hurricane and power outages, know that we will be on live to make sure you're prepared and informed. Operation Stormwatch 2023 is brought to you by New South Window Solutions.
A leading file transfer service recently announced a breach that might have exposed millions of individuals' driver's license information. Want to help protect yourself against identity theft? Join the millions who trust LifeLock. LifeLock uses proprietary technology to help detect identity threats and alert you if your information is being used. No one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but if there's a problem, LifeLock's identity restoration specialists will work to fix it. Save up to 25% your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. Smart is protecting our community, today and tomorrow.
In today's Marketers Report, Kate Cronin, Chief Brand Officer of Moderna, weighs in on the speed of audio production.
In this day and age, and particularly at Moderna, where we have new information coming out on a regular basis, being able to feed that information to the audio format makes being nimble and pivoting easy, and that's what I really like about it.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, influencers, insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
I'm Chris Walls, and I'm a truck driver from Missouri. For 13 hours a night, I sit in my truck and I drive. Out of boredom, I'll stop and eat. If I'm not doing fast food, I guarantee there's a bag of chips open on my dashboard. Along with that, I'm good for about 4 liters of soda a night. That was all until Andro 400. I started out 4 months ago weighing 341 pounds, and since taking Andro 400, I have dropped 45 pounds. I'm sleeping better. There's no cravings. My knee pain went away. I've had some lower back issues, and I've noticed that went away, and I can only contribute that to Andro 400. One thing that Andro 400 said on the radio ad says it attacks belly fat. Well, let me tell you, it did. I've lost 6 inches. This product really does work.
So guys, if you'd like to experience similar results, then get Andro 400, the safe, natural, and inexpensive way to boost your testosterone. Go to andro400.com or call 888-400-0435. 888-400-0435.
Why do you change your car's air filter? Because when it's clogged, it doesn't work. The same is true of your nose, the body's air filter. It's great at trapping allergens, dust, and viruses, but unless you clean it regularly, they can stay trapped, making you miserable. I'm Martin Hogue, inventor of Navage, the world's only nose cleaner with powered suction. Navage pulls saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out the other nostril, helping to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs. Here's a testimonial from a verified purchaser and a big Navage fan. Quote, I've been suffering for 30 years with chronic sinus infections and allergies. I stumbled across Navage. The suction is amazing. It cleared my sinus cavities better than anything I've tried before. Unquote. Navage has over 120,000 reviews with a 4.6-star average written by people who use Navage to breathe better, snore less, and feel healthier. Wash your body's air filter with Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, and Target. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Here at the Almond Joy Factory, where tropical vibes abound, we use soft, fresh-tasting coconut.
The crunchiest almonds and delicious chocolate candy.
Ah, but do you know what our most important ingredient is? Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you don't.
Almond Joy's got nuts and something even way better than that. Yes, Almond Joy is made with almonds and joy.
Florida Talk Real Estate is your one-stop real estate shop. Whether you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, you're stuck with a home and you don't know what to do, look no further than FloridaTalkRealEstate.com. Listen every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. until 11, right here on Real Radio 92.1.
Recently, a new client called me and started by saying, "Mr. Morgan, I really need your help, but I'm just a nobody." Those words stunned me, and I immediately called him back, and we're now helping him and his family after a terrible accident. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Everybody who comes to our firm at their time of need is a somebody. I grew up poor, but my grandmother was like a queen to us. At Morgan & Morgan, our goal is to level the playing field for you and your family at your time of need. The insurance company has unlimited money and resources. You need a firm who can fight them toe-to-toe. For right at 30 years, we have fought them in courtrooms throughout America. Our results speak for themselves. And always remember this: everybody is a somebody, and nobody is a nobody. Visit forthepeople.com to learn about our firm. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If your stunning home has gone a little stale, it might be time to contact your local CertaPro painters. We bring the power of pro to every job. That's CertaPro's power to do the job right, the first time, every time, and the power to renovate your home without breaking down walls. Take your home from blah to booyah. Get on CertaPro's schedule today at CertaPro.com. Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Welcome to the good stuff. I'm Jacob Schick, a third-generation combat Marine.
And I'm his co-host and wife, Ashley Schick. We believe everyone has a story to tell, not only about the peaks, but the valleys they've been through to get them to where they are today. We're joined by some amazing guests who share the lessons they've learned that shape who they are and what they're doing to pay it forward and give back.
Listen to the good stuff on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Real Radio 92.1. We are an iHeartRadio station. You're listening to The Locker Room. Now back to The Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
You're back in The Locker Room on a Saturday, 92.1. Expect some rain this afternoon. Yankees right now at 4-1 in the fourth over. Doesn't look great. I said the under, 8.5, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully they can turn around. They're playing the Cubs. You got the Marlins today taking on Phillies at 4 o'clock, trying to stop a winning streak. Phillies are 12 in a row on the road. Marlins, great season. Couple more games before the All-Star break, so we'll see what happens. Mets won 5 in a row. They're out in San Diego tonight. Try to keep that streak going. Longest win streak of the year for them. And then you got Tampa and Atlanta. That could be a preview of the World Series. 1-2 as far as records. The Braves have the best record in baseball, and Tampa Bay is right behind it. I am the Greek. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello, and good afternoon.
Don't forget, there is a UFC championship fight tonight. That's right. And where do you want to go watch the fight and relax and have a great time? Monroe's. Beautiful ladies. Check out the... Fight!
Oh, no, you don't want that?
Okay. No, that's good, though. UFC tonight at Monroe's. Beautiful ladies. 5-star menu. Open to 5 a.m. Come on. Get over to Monroe's tonight. Enjoy yourself with the beautiful ladies and a great menu and a good time. And the summer series continues. Geo Black in the house. DJ will be pumping some energy. If you can't get enough energy from the UFC, you got the girls and you got the music. Get over to Monroe's tonight and have yourself a good time. Next couple weeks, you're going to get Saturday the 22nd. You're going to get Christmas in July at Monroe's, which is always a big event. Details to follow. Next Saturday.
Phoenix Fires.
Yeah.
Right? A week from tonight, right?
Excuse me?
Now, next week, Phoenix Fires?
Yes, you're right.
I believe she's going to be the featured dancer next week.
You are correct. That's right.
And you showed me the poster card of that one.
Whoa! Oh, you're all right. That is the 15th. And the Burger Bash.
That's a proper name for that.
And the Burger Bash.
Don't forget the Burger Battle. That's coming up. That's that next week. We're giving away tickets for that again next week, too.
Yeah, I always say the Burger Bash.
That's right. Saturday, July 15th is next week. Sanborn Square Park in Boca.
I went to it a couple years ago. A lot of fun. A lot of fun.
You're gonna be there, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna stop by.
Okay, awesome.
It's right down the street.
Sure,
I figured I'd stop by. I know you think I'm kidding, but I probably won't.
We know.
You never know. I might Greek it up. I might stop in. It is Jimmy. It is the Greek. It is the Locker Room on Real Radio 92.1. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
What's a Real Radio podcast? It's Real Radio on demand. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
The fresh